Why don't we get started? So, you guys have made it out of Neverwinter after a few months, maybe a couple weeks. Either your first time there or you're revisiting. You found yourselves in a very interesting opportunity to escort a cart of supplies from Neverwinter to Phandalin for the price of 10 gold each. Now, for some of you, that's pretty good, and for others, that's the most money you've seen in a long time. Regardless, making your way down the high road south to Phandalin, you found a very dangerous sight of two deceased horses, littered with arrows and at least a day's. What the heck is that? 1 second. So, let's not redo that, but let's pick up where we left off, where you guys had found the two dead horses in the middle of the road. Those horses being one of your employer and one of his protector. You have Gendrin and you have Sildar. And apparently their bodies were not at the scene. What was at the scene was a group of goblins waiting to ambush the next set of adventurers on the road. That being said, you guys were ambushed, you overcame your assailants, and in the end were able to track their path back to their hideout. Leaving none alive so far, you made your way into this cavern where a stream was pouring out at a steady rate. Sneaking in for the most part, you then assailed two goblins who were on lookout, who had missed you at first glance, and also dealt with a wolf den within their initial cave entrance. You freed the wolves without harming them and released them right before a torrent of water flooded the cave entrance as you guys were detected by the goblins while you were attempting to sneak in. Your torchlights were seen and the floodgates were literally opened, and a few of you had taken a considerable amount of damage. Now the wolves are gone and the flood has receded. It is now at a steady stream, but you can get the idea now that the goblins do know of your proximity to their lair and will be on a higher set of alert from here on out. So with that being said, why don't we just jump back into it and Cragmaw hideout. You guys are tucked away, some of you wet, drying off, and wounded. What would you guys like to do?
Well, heal up, you know.
I would like to see the caveman.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that's just me or not.
Yeah, I can't
I
see
would
the
also
back.
like to see the cave.
Maybe. Alright.
Call out who is wounded.
Apollyon.
Kazuto.
And myself.
I'm down by 5 hit points.
I can give everyone except for Snow a healing draft.
I'm not wounded.
Okay, well, I'm just tell me who wants it and I'll mark you off.
Apollyon, please. Thank you.
I'll take one.
Just roll a
Kazuto.
d8 and heal that much.
How do I roll a d8 again?
/R,
Slash R.
base 1d8.
Yep.
How do I do that?
/R 1d8.
1d8.
Space 1d8.
I did.
We got some background noise from you, Adam.
It's all those fucking chickens.
Yep. They're humming now.
Well, you see, the
I
blue,
read that manga. I know how this starts.
I thought I had muted my mic, and then I was eating while it was not muted, and then it was muted while I was explaining myself. Learning.
Mm.
Like the Raptors.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Adam on 8.5 hours of sleep.
It's alright, and later on during work today, we'll close at like 9:45 just because Adam's like, fuck it, and then everything will be fine later on.
Do not question my management style. So, is everybody healed up? Or at least everyone who wants to?
I believe so.
I can't heal myself anymore. I'm still down a little. But I'll probably be okay.
Wait, how much do I heal?
You healed
Okay.
by 7.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, whatever the D8 rolled.
all right.
Your tokens might not be updating. Just be aware. So if it doesn't update when you reset your hit points on your character sheet, oh god, Brent.
Brent,
please.
what is that?
Someone's squeaking.
Jesus.
Sorry.
I
forgot it was in my hand.
He's playing VR Ace Combat.
I'm literally like, he was at like 75% when this started. It went to 45 and then 24, and now I'm just like, this guy is so gonna get hit by a dragon.
It is just Alton making potions. Leave him alone. Like,
That's
the sound. That's the sound the thing makes.
That's
What do you-
actually pretty close to how it sounded. So
Yeah.
I will not hit him with a dragon.
Yeah, he's just trying to liven up your stream, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'll take it. Link to his Etsy. Alright, so you guys have healed up. Alton pulls out a couple of really small, pungent, not well tasting elixirs that a couple of you drink down, restoring a good chunk of the damage lost, and now you guys find yourselves on in the cave still. The ground is mostly hard, with the exception of the area of the wolf den. There seems to be a lot of soft ground here. You see a litter of bones and rocks, torn clothing, the occasional like scrap of metal and shirt with blood just stained over it. In addition, you guys notice the stream is still coming down at a steady pace, and its roaringness kind of floods out some of the sound you hear in the vicinity. So, how do you guys approach the rest of this this encampment?
It's not as deep now, right? Than it
No.
was before.
No, it's passable. It's gone back to the levels that it was when we entered.
But is that difficult to raid?
Yes.
No. Oh well, the initial the water itself, yes, but like there is that path still
Okay.
that Vondel is on, and you can see on your map.
I think we should just stay away from the water, because I feel like it's gonna flood again and it's gonna screw everybody over.
That's
Does somebody want to hold my torch and maybe I can get a better look through this little passage over here?
no.
Okay.
Do not look through.
Fuck your torch.
Your torch set off the goblins, but that was going to happen eventually anyways. Among those with talents arcane, can anyone seal that hole that Alton is interested in.
For a minute.
Can anyone collapse it?
No.
Does the rock above it look like? Does it look like a solid path, or does it look like something that could be collapsed by like just physical hit?
Not a physical hit, but something much more powerful above it. The path isn't really like a walkthrough. It's more of a cubby one could crawl through. Tightly for a human. Much more comfortable for Alton. But it's not something that could just be walked like straight up or even like on your knees. You would have to like physically prone and crawl through it.
Talking about this
Can
area
you-
right here.
Can I
Yes.
use Eldritch Blast?
Yes, sir. That's the one. You could try. Yeah, you can cast Eldritch Blast above it if you so wish to collapse the cave.
And kill us all.
Okay.
All right, so go
Where is
ahead.
it? It's by the.
I'm gonna
It's by the
move
end,
back
right?
all the way over.
Before he does that, how much like light and sound does Eldritch Blast give off?
Well,
Not.
I don't think we haven't had him describe it. It's a definite line from the user to the target.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead and roll an attack at the where you're trying to hit Apollyon, go ahead and click your Eldritch Blast in your character sheet for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide behind this pillar before he does that.
Hey guys, move back a little bit. Never know what's gonna happen.
Apollyon
Little rusty.
shuffles forward and aims his hand above the surface.
Yeah, let's just all move back.
Godheim, you don't want to move back
Are
anymore?
you gonna
Alright,
are you
then.
gonna shoot it straight down the tunnel?
I'm shooting above it to collapse.
All right, so go ahead and roll me some damage now. So just click the Eldritch Blast part in the chat, not re-roll, just there you go.
Whoa.
So you fire off the Eldritch Blast above the archway.
There's unable to hit.
I have no idea.
That's a mighty roll.
You might want to double check your character sheet real quick, because I think you don't have your thing set. Because Eldritch Blast deals.
No, it's 1d10. He doesn't have the invocation that adds the charm.
Yes, that is correct. That is precisely correct. So you fire off at the top of the tunnel, really, and it cascades into the stone and creates this charred-looking impact, almost 8 inches deep, and it doesn't really. You don't really see, it's stone, right? You don't see if it's like bleeding or anything. But as it impacts it, you feel the cave around you start to shake for a moment, and pebbles start to loosen and collapse on top of you. One touches your shoulder before falling to the ground, and the dust that puffs towards your face immediately starts to rumble the surface above you. Larger pieces of rock start to fall and collapse the tunnel, but it's not even like fully collapsed. You get the idea that you're probably going to need a more impactful hit, but whomever would try to go prone is going to have disadvantage trying to crawl through that on top of being prone. So it is much more difficult for someone to go through now.
Would a goblin be able to go through it, or do they need to also?
They would still be at disadvantage.
I'm
Continue to blast that hole. We hold the main entrance as far as we can tell, and we do not want the goblins to have a way to ambush us from behind.
Alright, so let me roll again.
Yeah. Oh.
Apollyon, do
Ooh.
your Eldritch Blasts look like? How would you describe them?
I would describe them as a kind of looking like a beam that fires off in the direction of whoever or whatever I attack, and as it hits the target, it makes an.
It makes a what?
Sorry, you were
it
interrupted
makes-
by a bird.
Yeah, it makes a cockatiel.
Making cockatiel.
It's like Eldritch Blast bird.
And it is officially canon now.
You laugh, but I do have a
Listen,
warlock that shoots magical birds at.
like, dude,
Oh my
I would
God.
totally make mine like a 3-footed raven type shit. So,
It works. So you fire off immediately in the same spot, and this time a blast of rock just explodes in front of your face. You hear this cascade of heavy stone just fall, one large piece just into the hole. The passage is absolutely blocked off, as one giant piece of stone has kind of embedded itself between both sides. And the cascading rocks, however, in the area start to create this shake throughout the entire cave, and everyone starts to shake around you. The ground starts to kind of like tremble at this arcane blast, and the cave is now closed off.
good work.
Now
We
what?
should probably move, though, fast out of here.
Alright, so we're following the river again?
Unless we want to clear, and I suggest we do, the side passage to the left.
It's not a bad idea.
The enemy, if we go down the river, the enemy will have the potential to shoot down upon us from the bridge. I suspect the passage to the left will let us achieve that high ground.
So
Yeah, it
am
sounds
I
good
on
to me.
point again?
Okay.
Let's do it.
I know. Snow, I humbly suggest you get behind me.
Yes.
I am. It is evident from your armor that I should lead instead.
Copy.
Okay, so you're making your way back to back as you guys traverse this narrow path into deeper inside. Fondle, you put your feet into the stream. It's cold, and you march your way over to the opposite side. You see this kind of slope. It looks like what could have been a collapsed tunnel, but it's definitely traversable. It's about 10, maybe 12 feet high, but it leads over to a cavern where you can hear something faintly. Why don't you give me a perception check? Oh, you definitely hear the sound of at least 6 or so goblins. They're talking in a language you don't understand, but they're talking in turn where you can depict that's one person, that's another, and you count up to at least 6 different voices. The streams of the stream roaring behind you, you don't hear any other sign of the goblin that had seen the light before, so the path forward sounds a bit clear though. So, and another thing to note, the sounds from the goblins you hear do not sound like they're moving. They sound they're at a localized point. So,
Gathered, perhaps.
perhaps yes.
I will signal, wave the group forward, but I will also then make a downward motion with my buckler to hint towards taking it slow.
Okay.
And I will slowly, as soon as someone has reached up to where I am,
Yeah.
I will slowly progress forward
Okay.
up the hill.
All right. Go ahead
Do
and
we-
make me a stealth check, Vondo. And go ahead. What were you saying?
Do we all know what he heard? Was that info relayed to us, or do we just see the hand signal to go down?
You get the hand
Uh,
signal. Unless he wanted to take the time to relay that, it's up to him.
I kind of just made the assumption that you can interpret why I'm making this information, but my scale mail clearly
Yeah.
scraped the surface.
As you're climbing and shuffling up this kind of sloped, kind of like a slide. It has like two different dips. You're climbing the first one, and your foot is dug deep into the soft part of the dirt, but the chainmail starts to rattle as you're clawing up. Scale or chainmail? What do you have?
It's scale. It's
Okay.
medium.
Okay, so the scale mail starts to make contact with the rocks and rub against it. The sound alone is not the hardest. It isn't that terrible, but it's when you push up over that first slope that you dislodge a one rock, and immediately a bunch of other ones on your left hand side just start to cascade down, and it makes this very obvious Pippin shouldn't have touched the arrow by the well sound. And you get the idea that was probably heard by the nearby goblins, because you immediately hear an ending of discussions and a sudden surprised expression in their voices. But you still progress up up as normal.
Move! I will advance quickly as I can up the bank to get as
Oh.
far as I can into it.
I'm gonna follow right behind him.
All right, and with that,
It seems a little hurried, so
everyone roll initiative. So,
my token doesn't want. My token doesn't want to move.
does it? That's because you put it under something. I'll move you out. Oh wait, hold on. That's
Did he
wrong.
stick himself under a wall?
Did I? I was in the center of that cave. I think I'm just having like
The center of that
lag.
center of the cave is also a token. You might have just got stuck by association or something.
Oh, once again, remember to click on your token first.
Before rolling, but
Yeah.
it's okay. So for now, I have.
Jesus, fuck.
Oh, hey, I can edit that.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna go
Alright.
next week. So
So there's some good initiatives. Good initiatives. So what can you guys see? Let me check. Alright.
Oh, wait,
Alton
no.
is the only one with a torch?
I think everyone else has dark vision.
All I really see is like a couple feet ahead of the, was that the dam or the bridge? Well,
Yeah,
and
you're
then
gonna
left
wa-
passage.
Yeah, you're gonna want to go left instead of that way. But you should be able to see Alton. He has the torch on.
Oh, I didn't click my token. Wow.
It's alright. Yeah, that very little light you guys have that shows not gray map, but like a little bit more color. It's hard to tell in the cave. That's the vision. That's the light from Alton's torch. Vondel, you should see up ahead, right? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Just making sure.
I think you have to
Snow-
enable dark vision on your character sheet.
All
You
of
have
them
it?
are humans. They don't have the
Oh.
dark vision.
Snow is a half elf and has dark vision.
Oh, he has it already. He's the only one aside from you,
Yeah.
Vondo.
Snow, as a ranger, you have advantage on initiative. So you might want to roll again.
Alright. Alright.
That's better.
Got better.
Oh, nice. Alright, so our initiatives are... Snow. What's your initiative?
His
13.
is 13.
Cool.
They should be updated in the turn order.
Some are.
Yeah, it is.
Some are.
I was able to
Yours
edit.
is. You edited yours. Alton. I don't see Alton.
Alton's
Oh,
10.
Brent. Oh, because I'm looking for Alton and not Brent with the Dragonborn icon. So his
Oh
one's
yeah, I was
blue.
trying to fix that.
Kazuto. It's not Kazuto. Kazuto is right there. Kazuto is 20. He went his one through, fine. Time went through fine. Polygon went through fine. Okay. So just to check, we have 20 from Kazuto, 19 Apollyon, 14 Vondel, 13 Snow, Alton 10, and Galheim 3. Yes?
Yeah.
Alright. So, with that, let's get... let's see if we can get some fighting musics going. Let's see. Oh, that is way too loud and probably destroyed the stream. That is too epic. Ah, I got you. Alright, let's stick with this for now. Alright, so as you guys are now shuffling across the stream to help in the combat, Vondel, you kick up and start to dash forward into the fray. You see a bunch of the goblins prepared and ready, and immediately the goblins start to pull out long bows, short bows, swords, and one falls over here. One's gonna take the high ground here. Another will go here, back up over here. And one is going to position himself at the helm. You see this, they make kind of a circle around this cave entrance, this room or bed chamber. They kind of take the high ground, flank it around in a circle, and protect it. The initial goblin in front of you, Vondel, towards right at the entrance blocking you, screams out in like a battle cry and prepares for combat, and before he rushes forward, he is interrupted and stopped. He turns around to look behind him. You can't see who he's looking at, but the conversation briefly ensues, and It looks confused. It looks as if it is being given an order not to engage. The goblin looks towards you and backs up about 5 more feet into the cave, but keeps its sword ready. It just holds its turn, and each of the other goblins are going to hold their actions. So,
Okay.
you get the idea that they are prepared, but they are not immediately being aggressors at the moment. So,
All right.
with that, the goblin's turn is over. Kazuto, you're up.
So are we going in there? Because, like, I see that we're still in, like, the entranceway.
Yeah, you are, imagine, would you a slide that descends once, gets a little rise out of you, and then descends again. That's what you're kind of looking at to get into the goblin resting chamber. It is this softened ground with pebbles that you have to kind of climb up in order to get to that chamber first. So you're at the bottom. You're gonna have to push through some people if you want to do that, but it's easily doable.
Okay, I'll do that then. Make me way.
Alright, so go ahead and move your token over. You climb up, you rush past people, you get to the top, and when you get to the top, you just see a bunch of goblins waiting. One goblin stands at the fray. He doesn't seem to be aggressive towards you. He just seems to be reluctantly waiting, as if someone has commanded him to not attack.
I have my pistol at the ready, waiting.
Alright, you want to
So I'll
hold...
move forward.
Would you like to hold your action in case something happens?
Yes.
Alright, what action are you going to hold? You want to fire a shot in case something happens?
Yeah.
Okay, you have 5 more feet, by the way.
Okay.
So if you want to move up a little more higher, so other people can move in.
So I go.
Yeah, you can take cover behind that too. So you pull your pistol out, you prepare yourself, and if something happens, you'll get a shot off.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So with that, Apollyon, you're up too. You see Kazuto rush past you, pull his gun out for a moment, but then dodge more into the hallway, and you kind of lose sight of him.
I'm gonna move up a couple of feet, but I don't really see much, so I'm gonna stay back, a little bit back.
Okay.
Hold my position.
All right. Would you like to? You still have more movement if you want to like peek over around the corner and then decide if you want to move more.
How much? I forgot how much is one square of moving.
5 feet.
1 square is 5 feet.
Okay,
So
I'm
you
gonna move
have
up one square.
6.
So yeah. So now you can see the area, right?
Yeah. I can. I mean, on the actual map, I see Kazuto and a wall, and that's it.
Yeah, I forgot you. You still don't have dark vision, and they don't have any lights on.
Torches, guys. Torches.
Yeah. So yeah, you just look into a cave, and you make out one shadow in the middle of this open cavern, like this open cave. And that's pretty much it. You hear the rambling of some creatures, some talking, but you don't actually see within. But you do see Kazuto to your right. Sorry. And he's taking cover behind the wall the wall before going in. So you could hide behind that wall with him.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on Kazuto and hold my position.
Okay, so you hold position right at the face of the mountain looking in. Now we have Vondo.
I will make my way up the mound past Apollyon to here.
Yes.
Okay. I will then prepare myself defensively, gripping the buckler tight and preparing to parry with the rapier. And I will jam myself right into these goblins' faces.
He went into darkness.
Yeah, you don't really. He with no light source.
Because your character can't see him.
Yeah, when he walks into the cave, you see him just like dash into the cave, where the goblins were.
It's
I have a torch. Can I use it?
Yeah. I will.
yeah. You can pull the torch.
As a free action. I will
Yeah, as
put
a
a
free
torch
action.
on right now.
That's part of your movement.
All right, how's that?
Thank you. I see a little more. Thank you, Costume Tone.
Yeah, as you're backing around, you're like can't fucking see. You pull a torch out, you immediately douse it. It's a pre-doused, and you just with a quick crack with your flint against the wall, you ignite it, and you look around the corner for a moment, and you see 6 goblins in that cave. Kazuto, Apollyon, you also see that too.
Nice.
But yeah.
I should have moved elsewhere. Oh well. No, that's my turn.
Okay, so you just move into them, right? You don't attack or anything?
No, I am assuming a dodging position,
Okay.
defensive.
Okay. Okay, you move forward into the goblin's personal space, and it prepares to strike instinctually, and then goblin from behind him on top of the staircase, you see a similar looking goblin uncorking a bottle of something, and it's kind of adorned in what would look like goblin jewelry. There's lots of different bones, and there's rocks. Some of them actually look blackened and shiny, but it calls out in goblin to all of them, and then in common it speaks towards you, and let's see. 1 second. I had something for this. Peace talks go now, little ones. Let the humans pass. So, that's what you hear.
Do all of us hear it, or is it only in the immediate area?
Only in the immediate area. So, Kazuto, Apollyon, and Fano, you hear that. You hear it bring up peace talks. But not in a normal constructive sentence. Common isn't its first language, but something it's probably picked up in passing. But moving forward, we have Snow. So, Snow, what would you like to do?
Oh, question.
Yes.
Can a torch be used as a weapon?
Improvised weapon, yes, but don't expect it to be the same level of usefulness as like a normal something made to hurt someone. But it is still doable.
Okay.
So I would like to move up. How many spaces can I move up?
6.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, you could move onto Alton for 10 feet of movement, onto Apollyon, and then 1 square ahead. So you can
right in
put your
front of
character
Apollyon?
right here.
Okay.
And then, whoa. Okay. And then you have your action, so you can dash, dodge, swing,
An arrow.
Whoa.
hold an action.
So, Snow, you push past Apollyon politely and make your way into, and you see now. You can see, right?
Yeah, I can see all the goblins.
Okay, so you see the goblins, and you see them kind of ending a brief conversation in Phandalin. Like you hear a part of it as you're climbing up. You hear this really squeaked out voice calling out in the common tongue. You get to the top and you see Vondel not immediately stabbing goblins in the face, and take a moment. You realize it's a peaceful scenario at the moment, but you can still ready in action to fight, or you could do as you wish. So you see a bunch of these bed rolls, and this is for anyone else who comes up eventually. In this room you see a bunch of bed rolls. You see a campfire that has not been lit. It is probably cold. You see a second area to this cave that goes up a about 6 foot staircase, and then pushes in maybe another 10 or 15 feet into the cave, but it is a high ground overlooking this sleeping arrangement that the goblins have. But yeah, what else would you like to try, Snow?
So since we're not attacking and it's a peaceful scenario, I guess I'll just hold my action.
Alright, would you like to hold a longbow shot?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you knock an arrow. You don't immediately aim at anyone, but you start sizing up the goblins that we're gonna want to take out first. You see an assortment of them with longbows, but all of them seem to be frustrated at the very least at the situation, but not aggressing. So with that though, we will move to Alton 2 bucks.
Okay.
It's your boy. What would you like to do, Alton?
I'm going to move to there, drop my torch where I'm at, and then pull out my crossbow and aim it down the hallway behind him.
Awesome.
And ready to action if, anything non-human or that doesn't look like one of us comes through the hallway, it's getting shot.
Cool. You scurry past Kazuto, and you put yourself a bit against the wall. The ground is pretty soft over here, and you see below you these very visible with your torch, very visible drag marks into this cave. The rest of you who are kind of looking in the cave or have a better insight on the surrounding area, you guys notice that among all the goblins, you see a very recognizable face unconscious on the high ground. He is bound, and it is Sildar, the bodyguard of Gendron. But with that, is there anything else you want to try?
Nope, that was it for me.
Alright, cool. So, Gottheim, you're up. Thank you for joining.
I'm gonna use my dash action and get next to Vondel, just in case.
Alright.
Alright, and that's be it.
Cool. You take a look at the situation described as before. You hunker in, you prepare yourself. You see the goblins prepared for a fight, but ready to negotiate. Back at the top of the turn order, the goblin at the top speaks up. We have one of your own, tall ones. If you want him released, you will listen to our words.
What are your terms for the release of both of our compatriots?
Simple. You take this one. We only have one. Clark knows where your other little dwarven friend is. You take him, you kill him, and will give you this one. What say you?
You must first tell us how you lost a prisoner.
The goblin shuffles over towards Sildar, grabs him unconsciously by the head, and goes, "This one is ours! The other was not lost, he was taken. Prize to the Overlord Chieftain. He is at the fortress. This is what we have, but we not need him unless for a snack."
So he has both hostages, one not here.
It sounds like there might be 2 tribes of goblins here.
Yeah, I would like to know.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to know why they're so willing to give up their prisoner, and why are they directing us towards their enemy?
Yeah, so
Is it an
Trap.
enemy? Is it a betrayal? Is it a trap?
you can ask and also make an insight check at the same time.
Can I make an insight check? Cause
Yes, you can.
trust.
Plus.
And thank you for the comment. I appreciate it.
So
Nice.
26 on that.
So if you want anyone else who wants to roll insight or feels like they want to make a roll here, feel free. The goblin in charge of this. It's all right. It's pretty. He's not. There's little to hide from this goblin's face. Holding over Sildar, the goblin speaks up. This one is called Yemek. Clark rules this hide. Cragmore hideout, we call it. However, Clark is old and slow. He wishes to be chief one day. And as he says that, Yemek kind of grows tall. This lengthy goblin at like 3'2" pushes to at least 3'4". And the other goblins kind of reel out in excitement and like smile. Yemek can lead the Cragmaw to a better path. Clark is the old way. I am the new one, tall ones. Now, you kill Clark. You kill the other ones that follow him. And we will release you, the other one. This one, and he grabs Sildar. Sildar starts to gather to consciousness. Briefly, it gets a glimpse at a bunch of you, and then immediately passes out.
This is a good idea. How about we kill everybody but him?
I'm in favor of that.
You hear, my compatriots.
Oh, sorry, by the way, for your insight checks, guys. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. But your insight checks, everyone save for Apollyon, but you'll get there. The insight you gather from him, it's very straightforward greed. If he can get you to do his dirty work, what is giving up one human that they don't need? So it seems very straightforward, but that's pretty much all you really gather from it. There's not much subterfuge in his voice.
If we help you, are you fighting with us against this guy?
No! Why would we fight? Our own. You can do it. It's part of our arrangement. You kill Clark, we give
And
you...
where is he? He's farther in the cave?
Yes, he is towards the eastern side across the bridge.
Sounds like very advantageous position for you to be in if we all wander down that cave. What can you do to make us trust you?
Make a persuasion check.
Anytime now, Paige.
Wait, we all do
Terrible.
persuasion?
Welcome to the
No,
stream.
this is
Fail that
Tom
shit.
trying to
Yeah.
drop the boat.
With a 4, your words just seem to like hurt his ears. Yemek just, as he's hearing your words, just brings up his left hand. No, 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 no! Goblins don't kill goblins!
Yemek. I have a question.
I'm all for the peaceful solution, but I'm willing to let the group decide this.
My pistol's already aiming at one of their fucking goblins.
The goblin you start aiming at, all the other goblins start arching their, pulling back arrows and like taking aim at the party.
I
So,
hold myself
question.
defensively, but
Question.
Yeah, I would
Yemek
assume
the
your
only-
your hold action is just still going. And what was your
So
question?
is Yamek the only one that knows where to go, or does the other goblins know too?
You get
he's
the
all red.
yeah, you get the idea that all the goblins know this cave well. Yamek is
Okay,
just
so
the only one here
Yamek
making
is-
the deal.
Seems like the leader, so I aim at his head.
Okay.
And if you guys want to say something to like convince him to tell us some more shit, please say it now, or I'm pulling the trigger.
Mhm.
You hear my compatriots, Yemek. So I will ask you a question, and then I will give you a demand. Who among you sets the traps for your tribe?
Clark's people set the traps. He's a paranoid one. But we know the ways to go over without being seen, if that is what you wish.
Yemek, you will release your prisoner now, and you will leave this cave now. We have no need of you anymore.
Go
You
ahead.
have
say
given
no.
us all the information that we require. If you do so now, you and your lackeys can live. Otherwise, my compatriots, who you know can destroy your enemy, will instead destroy you here.
Go ahead and make a dank-ass intimidation check.
Oh.
Yamek immediately grits his sharp teeth back towards you in just anger and spite. You see this these dripping teeth, so moist. As I drink another cup of my Arizona.
Delicious sponsored Arizona.
Me. Yemek looks across towards the other goblins in this kind of angered and looking for an answer, looking towards your group with guns and crossbows and your cleric in metalled armor, and you are also in this nice scale mail. Looking at themselves, Yemek paces back and forth, frustrated, looking at the ground, and goes, "Ah! Take him! We will leave. Deal with Clark yourselves then."
And then I say, I don't think so. Because you're coming with us.
Oh.
Yemek,
No.
Yemek immediately goes, "That was not part of our deal!"
No. Throw the black dude into the cave. No, we're good.
So, Yemek agrees to your terms. They will leave. You take Sildar. They leave unharmed. Is this the arrangement you are all satisfied with?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Get them
suppose.
out of here.
Eh,
Eh?
I would have murdered them all, but alright.
Okay. So, the goblins.
That was a
Yemek
porn.
lowers his hands, speaks to them in Goblin. And the goblins immediately lower their bows, put away their short swords. One starts grabbing all his things. They grab the bedrolls, they grab food, they grab torches, they grab a whole bunch of assortment of things, of their belongings, and as make kind of like a single file line as you guys kind of part, and they make their ways through you north and out of the cave. Sildar is at the top of the staircase. Very well done, guys. I'm gonna one sec. This should also help with the lag as I delete 6 goblins.
Mm-hmm.
The truest enemy.
Yeah. And with that, very well done. You guys, you guys wait a moment for them all to kind of pass through, and then immediately can rush towards Sildar's aid as he is up the staircase, unconscious, not dead. He is at currently 0 hit points, and just a stable person. But with that, we are gonna end the combat music. Great job, guys. As we continue on, you find a very beaten, battered, and not well taken care of Sildar. It's not been too long. It's been only maybe a day, maybe a little more, but he seems to be stable.
Can I do a medicine check? Try to wake him up.
I was
Yes.
just gonna give him a healing draft.
Ah, okay.
Of course. So you pull out another healing draft for him. You slip it in, you slip him a sip, and he slowly, groggily wakes up. You see this human man with dirtied blonde hair, tattered yellow cape, adorned around his blue leather armor. He wakes up, he's probably 45, maybe in his 50s, and his weapons have been taken from him, but he wakes up with thankful eyes, and... Oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate you not making me have to talk in that accent anymore. It was really hurting the throat. And he looks around, he
I
goes...
did not know he was a comedian god.
he,
I want to just roll my eyes.
he looks around you all and, where's Gendron? Where has he gone?
What can you tell us? What happened with the raid? And after?
The ambush on the road was... It was sudden. My horse was struck, but I immediately recovered. Gendron was on the ground, and I removed my sword and immediately started to harrow the goblins, but there was this large one from behind. He surprised me with his maw, hit me right in the back of my armor, almost broke my back. Before I could regain on positioning, I was surrounded by goblins and wolves. It's almost as if they knew we were coming. It wasn't just some simple goblin ambush. It was orchestrated.
Here you go, Mr. Hallwinter. Drink some more of this. Give him another healing draft while he's talking.
Oh, thank you, thank you, young one.
Does he have more than +1 constitution, or it doesn't work?
Let's find out. Named Sildar Hallwinter. has a +1 Constitution.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. He drinks it and he goes,
It just tastes horrible.
"Oh, not as good as I remember, but still, I'll take it." He gathers himself. He gets up. He explains a little bit more. It's not much more than what I've described so far. He does explain that the leader, Clark, who you have heard of now, he does describe what that creature is, and it is a bugbear. What is this large humanoid creature? Looks like a goblin for the most part, but it stands about 6 feet tall, has a chin-strapped beard. This one looks a little bit more older. It's yellow fur. It has yellow fur all throughout its body. It looks basically like a thinner size of a Bigfoot. As though it does have yellowish kind of fur on it. Its beard is dark brown and tattered. It does use a maul, however, is what he described as the weapon of its choice.
The real issue is the long arms of a bugbear.
Yes.
But when did he lose unconsciousness? Not lose unconsciousness. When did he lose consciousness? When did, before the cave?
Before the cave.
In it?
Before the cave.
No anything else
Yeah, he hasn't been throughout this area. After being surrounded, he was knocked out and dragged here. He's woken up a couple times since then. They haven't fed him. They've talked, but he doesn't speak Goblin. And it's just been a while, and then eventually he woke up again now, and you guys are here.
Okay.
So, Snow, Apollyon, what are you guys thinking?
Is he able to move at all?
Yeah. He's weathered. He's got 3 hit points, though, and he doesn't seem that incapable of movement, but very incapable of combat.
Does he seem like he can protect himself if we leave him here for now?
Yes. He seems stable enough that he was not going to pass out, and with this area, the entire now west side of the cave cleared out of this threat, there's very little chance that someone would come from behind or anything.
I'm gonna go down here and light these fires up that are on the ground for him, so he's got some light.
Okay.
He's staying here.
Mm-hmm. I will put a light on Sildar.
He's not armed, but
No. They have taken his weapons.
I quickly look around the remains of the campsite. Is there what has been left behind in their rush?
Not much. It's not like an armory, but you find an assortment of sacks, clothes. You find equipment like mining stuff. You find an assortment of pottery, but not many. Not like where they would store their loot from all their raids.
Is there a club?
Yeah. We'll say there's a club.
I mean, he has mining equipment, right?
Yeah, so a club.
You can pickaxe, yeah.
Yeah.
Pickaxe
Club,
that shit
pickaxe.
too.
We will say yes.
Hit him with the shovel.
2 things. I think you left a goblin on the map. And also, I'm more concerned about the larger goblin he was talking about that came up from behind.
Oh, that is Bugbear Dude. So that is the dude we have to go beat up now.
If you're referring to the token you can partially see, that's Sildar, Apollyon.
Oh, okay.
That's
Please
Mr.
do not.
Winterhall.
Yeah, you guys can move around the map if you so wish. Like, you can move more into the room to see, you know, what I'm talking about. You know, experience HD mapping.
While they
Experience
do
the
that-
amazing lighting effect.
While they
Yeah.
do that, I'm gonna walk up a
Okay.
bit, check out this cave that Alton went up.
Okay.
Do I see anything that looks like any sort of trap anywhere?
Make a investigation check.
Ooh, that's also a 0. Oh, okay.
Going through this corridor, there are no traps you find. There's drag marks, feet marks, marching goblins tracks, but no traps of any kind
Okay.
that you
So
can see.
I want to relay to them that so far I think this upper path looks to be the safer route.
Cool.
Are we prepared to go?
Yes.
Apollyon, you had a concern.
Yeah, I think it was just cleared up. It was the larger figure that came up from behind.
If we
Yeah,
have
that's their boss.
if we have to
Yep.
face him in combat, just prepare yourself. Godheim and myself are the highest armored amongst us. With luck, we should be the ones facing him face to face. Keep yourselves safe and steady.
But I will keep my distance. I have Eldritch Blast to cover you guys if you need it.
Yes, you have remarkable talents. We'll have to discuss what else you can do at a later time. Godheim,
Yes.
that tunnel is the safe route.
Seems to be.
Do you want to lead, or should I?
I'll lead on if you feel like it.
I follow Godheim then.
Okay.
I'll
I'll
go
be-
further in this path.
Would you like to?
Although, I am going to bring this up though, I do not have a torch.
Would anyone like to loan him a torch?
He
I do
can
not
have
have
one
one.
of my torches, and I will relight it with prestidigitation for him.
Actually, your torch is still on the ground there.
I have more. I'm picking mine up, or here you can take the one on the ground, and I'll light a new one.
Okay.
Alright, I run back, grab the one on the ground.
Sildar goes, wait!
Wait, we've
That's
got plenty
mine.
of torches in the party now. I'm just gonna stealth along with the party and not have a torch.
Okay. I will
I'd
try.
hide among the tall folk.
Okay.
Reasonably well.
So I'm gonna
Alright.
go to the.
Kazuto has a torch, Gotheim has a torch, Snow and Vondel have dark vision.
And my torch went out.
Yes. You
Cut
said,
off my lighting.
you said you were taking it off.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making
Yeah.
sure you
Oh,
actually cut it off.
Oh yeah. Hey, gotta use the mechanics in the system. To
How-
immersive storytelling.
How high is this bridge we're about to cross over compared to the seabed below us, or lake
20
bed?
feet.
Yes.
20?
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
I
Jesus Christ.
can I check this bridge?
Sure.
There was a sentry, so.
Nice roll.
Stars align.
Yep. Now to initiative roll 2.
All right. So checking the bridge, there are no traps on the bridge. Absolutely not. There was never a trap here. They haven't even thought of trapping the bridge. The
But it-
bridge is so not fucking trapped that you just see a light just fucking pass above it that just says not trapped.
Is it sturdy enough for
Oh, it's
us?
sturdy as fuck. And
I
definitely
turn
not
to
trapped.
the group. I turn to the group and go, "There's some good damn craftsmanship right here." And then we cross this bridge.
All right, roll me a
As we cross
dexterity
the
saving
bridge,
throw as the
I'll
bridge
punch
collapses.
arrows, shoot at it.
No. You may roll a natural 20 on your investigation, but the trapper
Now I
rolled a
rolled
natural
yeah.
21.
Yeah, now I fall off the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 crossing the bridge, fall off into the river. There you go.
Perfect. All right.
This Clarg interests me. He has an uncanny intelligence to him in terms of in picking defensive fortification.
Oh,
It's very.
do we know he's a bugbear?
Yes.
You know, I've met
is
lots
it
of smart
insinuated?
goblins back in.
No, he's explained that it's a bugbear.
Alright.
He relays that information, and you know what a bugbear is. So, the stream passage continues up beyond this the path that you guys saw before. You hear this sound once again of this roaring waterfall, and if you want, you can move forward.
I'm trying to. My token does not want to. That's the problem.
While we wait, I explained to everyone in detail what a bugbear is.
Also, how just amazing this bridge is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're snake with a box.
I don't do a very good job of explaining what a bugbear is.
I'm gonna write this in my parchment.
Okay.
Huh, that's
So as you walk across this rickety bridge, connecting the two tunnels,
do not move your tokens anywhere near where mine is. You won't have access to it.
Oh, you got like wall clipped?
Yeah.
I can move you if you want.
That's right.
You want me to fix it?
Yeah,
I
please
keep running into
please
an
get me
invisible
past
wall.
the bridge.
Okay. I got you.
I think there's a barrier at the bridge because I can't move mine past either.
Yes, there is. Alright. I will move you guys in a single file since that also makes sense. Once
So much
more of you
light.
cross the bridge, the rest of you can cross the bridge. So, Gottheim, you can't technically go on that side because you're on the bridge.
Oh, was there?
You have to.
Oh, I thought it was like leading over here because I couldn't go past that spot where Vandal is.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's another wall.
Ah, okay.
Position.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
Don't worry
a.
about
I thought it was just like a wall that it was just like this is where the bridge leads to.
No. I'll put you here. That's better. You cross the bridge into the tunnel that connects to the opposite side, to the western side. And with your torchlight, you see this tunnel carved in and turns north. I forgot to move these two. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go to that spot that's like. I'm gonna stay around here. I want to peek around that corner to see if I see anything of any dangerous note.
Okay.
Please move me up to his shoulder
Okay.
when I get the chance.
Oh, you still can't
Like
move
a.
It's a barrier
Okay.
to
I got you.
access.
The bridge is apparently not
Yeah.
user friendly.
Well, it's
It was
user
definitely not
friendly
trapped.
if we're coming in from below.
Definitely not trapped.
Yep.
Stop putting your tokens on tokens. I will move you forward once everybody else moves.
Oh no!
Gosh.
I'm stuck.
Because you guys keep moving. Stop moving when I move your tokens. I'm like, I move your tokens forward, and you're like, no, I want to be a little more to the left.
This is the actual goblin trap.
I'd rather be in the full circle, not where Adam put me.
Ah, the goblins have a whole person. The
Fuck
goblins
it.
have a whole person.
Fuck this.
I'm gonna have to ask the group to stop moving and let
There
the
you go.
DM take care of it. Let God do his work.
Just start sanding people upon.
God, take the wheel.
Yeah.
Anyone want some sand?
All right. So, Gottheim.
Pocket sand.
Gottheim, you
Yes.
you peer into this cavern. You look around, and it looks pretty empty. You do see these two dams, however, made of stone, that kind of are probably the source of that rushing waterfall, rapids that you guys faced. Looking in, you see that they've kind of obstructed the stream in a way where they could release a torrent of water at any time down the path.
But does it look like it'll do it again?
They have made 2 separate dams, so they could easily do it a second time. However, lighting up this area, you are immediately harried as you have stumbled somewhat into this goblin trap. You see immediately rushing towards you. Oh God! Undo! Undo! Undo!
The goblins took the texture. No.
Oh no.
Am I having another episode?
Oh no!
Is anyone else's vision getting blurry?
Yeah.
How about now?
Actually, now my vision's freaking great.
Better? Back?
Yes.
Yeah. All right,
It's
cool.
back.
I was like, Jesus Christ! Inception.
Thank you.
Whoa! All right, no, this guy. This guy immediately rushes forward towards you, and you instinctually prepare to attack, to defend yourself. But an arrow, boom, boom, 2 fire directly towards you.
Oh shit.
From that goblin.
No, from 2 other goblins you do not see.
Ah, okay. Is it an attack roll? Can I?
Yeah. So the first one is a natural 1. That does not hit you.
I grab it and just eat it.
But the other is a 7. But the other is a 17.
That does not hit.
17 does not hit. Nice.
Nope.
You see this goblin charge at you, and then an arrow goes past your head, and you turn to your right, and another arrow comes. You raise up your gauntlet, and it just slams and slashes the arrow and splinters it in front of you. You turn towards the left, and the other goblin still rushes towards you and goes in for his attack.
You got him, Tom.
God.
Oh, he got close.
You
So
got
he's
this shit.
gonna.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Question: How do you know if it hits Tom?
My armor class is 18. He has to do 18 or above.
Oh, okay. All right, I got it.
Yes, sir. So the goblin rushes forward to you and just sticks it towards your thigh for 5 damage.
Damn.
So the goblin comes running around as you're just peppered with arrows. You turn down to block it, but it's coming in too fast and it's too low. And it sticks you right in the thigh, and you just feel it as it goes. And then,
Oh, he's gonna catch it.
all right. So as that happens, we can all roll.
Wait, it was just a 20. It wasn't natural 20.
No,
man.
it's just a 20.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 16 plus 4.
Wait, it did 5.
It did 5 points of damage.
Did 5. Okay, so I'm down
Yeah.
to 6.
Yeah, it sticks you right in the thigh, and it pulls out the blade, and immediately everyone can now once again roll initiative.
Click on your token.
Yes, sir. Click on your tokens.
It also probably doesn't need to be saved, but I turn back and I'm like, get ready. There's more.
You get stabbed, and then you yell that out.
I mean, I don't know if they all saw the stabbing, so Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Will, don't forget
Well, you're higher than
advantage
2
on the advantage on the initiative.
Yeah.
So.
It's also my
Toggle
two
it this
previous
time.
initiatives plus. At this rate, I may get double digits by fucking next month.
It's perfect. You get stabbed, and you stumble back into backwards against the cave wall, and that kind of staggers you in itself. Just trying to
I
grab
think
your
it
breath for a moment.
staggers into me because Jesus Christ, the 4.
Damn, good roll. Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh,
well,
natural
that's just,
20
that's just
for
it.
Will. Snow is definitely going first.
He was like, "Look out for the." Oh, sorry, shot.
Yeah.
Snow, you go, wait! And then immediately just boom, 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 cha!
Just a heads up, my Discord is lagging, so if I cut off, I am just fixing the audio settings. It keeps like, I don't know, it just keeps stopping my push to talk from.
Understood.
Alright.
Let's see. I'm also edit their fucking advantage off. Not that.
Hang on, wait, what are we doing? What happened? My computer started.
I got stabbed, and we're about to fight stuff.
Yeah.
If me and Kazuto both got 19, who goes first?
You decide. So
Kazuto, you got this, brother.
Oh, very noble.
All right. So.
do a shoot bangs in the cave. Let's all go deaf.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously, I already got stabbed. Not next to my ear, please. I don't need tinnitus as well.
Okay. And that's how you get tinnitus. So Snow, you're up first. You see Gottheim get peppered by a couple of arrows, and then you see him back up, and as he's backing up into view, because you're kind of seeing it from the perspective of you're in this hallway, this tunnel, right? And he's at the exit to this large opening, and you don't really see him fully until he backs up with a knife in his leg. He backs up, and now it's your turn. You see that goblin, but you also see hiding behind one stalactite, this jutting out piece of spiked rock, a goblin, and behind another you see another goblin.
Right. Well, I can't see any of that because my computer screen went black.
It's okay. Would you like to take a shot at one of the goblins with your longbow?
Yes, I would. And it technically already attacked, right? So I don't have the +2 or.
Oh no, this is the top of the order. So you still have an advantage. Is it advantage or?
Yeah, I would have advantage and favorite enemy.
Yes. So you definitely have advantage on the shot. So you may roll your longbow. I will move a polygon forward here.
I can't roll anything. My computer just stopped. What?
Let me roll for you. I'll give you all my 4s and 3s.
No, I'm okay.
This one amazing 7. Delicious.
I literally, at the very bottom, I could choose as Will if you want me to just, or as Snow.
Well, you would still have to roll his character sheet, but that's fine.
I've got it.
yeah.
I've got it up.
Make it
Longbow? Favorite enemy?
Yeah. Favorite enemy and advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with this damn computer.
12 misses.
What?
You call out. You pull out your longbow, but Apollyon is in the way, followed by Gottheim. You kind of like ask them to move out the way, but right when you fire off your shot at the goblin, Apollyon backs into your bow, and the arrow goes soaring into the cave mouth. But your shot is missed, sir.
I suck.
Would you like to move forward or move backwards?
I believe there was a rock in front of me. I would like to forward and like maybe get some type of cover.
Okay, so you rush. You rush past Apollyon and Gottheim and stick yourself between the stalagmite and the back of the rock wall. You kind of put yourself within cover of one of the goblins, but you're a little exposed to the other. But for now, you do have half cover. It's not full. So, well, with that, Kazuto, you are up. You see Snow fire off a shot that misses. He grunts a little bit and runs forward. He pushes himself into the room and backs himself against the stalagmite. What do you want to do?
I want to run in and shoot the goblin that's next to Gottheim.
Alright. To shoot the goblin in front of Gottheim, you're gonna be in melee range. Unless you want to move more past him.
Yeah, I want to move.
But you will be put between 3 goblins if you do. You can move into the room to see.
Past goblins.
Actually, let me run, right, and use my long sword.
Awesome. Alright, cool. So you run in. Nice. You have your gun out, you tuck it in, you pull your longsword out, and you immediately start to slash towards the goblin. Go ahead and roll me an attack, please. The goblins kind of call out in their native goblin tongue. That will definitely fucking hit. But I also don't think you get the +2. I think you have the +2 on your... the +2 for archery doesn't work with your longsword.
No,
Does he
it's
have
not.
a strength or a proficient or a strength bonus?
No, it says a +2 from archery. The archery doesn't work when you're using your longsword. So just in your character sheet, Kazuto, in the longsword cogwheel, just remove the +2 because it doesn't have archery. So you gain +2 in addition to all your attacks if they are with a ranged weapon, basically.
How do I remove the +2?
So just go into the cogwheel for when you go into your
I
character
think
sheet.
his longsword is completely messed up because it's a weapon he should be proficient in and get the strength bonus on. None of that's displaying for that.
I see what you're saying. So anyway, with a 13 plus your proficiency, you would have hit anyway, though. So that does work, regardless. You pull your longsword out, and are you trying to hit the goblin in front of Gottheim?
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick, if you could fix that for me, please.
I don't actually have access to his character sheet.
I will give you
anymore.
it right now.
Yeah, let me try to set everything up.
Let's see.
I'm going last anyways, it's fine.
Kazuto can be edited. Pat. Which reminds me to change your name later. Alright, no problem. Thank you. So, Kazuto, you rush forward. That's actually 5 damage because the strength, right? What's his strength at? Oh no, you're using Dex. What's his Dex at?
3.
3? Okay, so you pull your longsword out. You immediately start slicing at the goblin. It has its arm kind of like up while it's cackling, and you immediately cut it off. So this goblin just lost an arm. It backs up in pain and goes, "Gah!" And that will be your turn. So, Gottheim, what would you like to do?
The one that stabbed me.
Yes, that no longer has
Yeah.
a hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, but Apollyon has to go, right?
Yeah, I didn't go yet.
Did he not?
He's also 19.
Does he? Oh,
Yeah.
I skipped. I went
Yeah.
past twice. Why did that happen? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Apollyon.
Alright, I'm gonna rush past Gottheim and go in front of the rock, just like a little bit in front of the snow.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim my Eldritch Blast at the goblin that's like top right of... Was that Kazuto?
So, running past the goblin, he's going to take an attack of opportunity at you. So, do you want to continue that run? Because you have to walk through the square. You can't really walk around it.
Okay.
You move square to square. So
I don't really see anywhere I can really go to like attack. So I guess I'll just.
You can still do it. He may or may not hit.
Yeah, no, but I know me, so I'm gonna get hit.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna move slightly behind Gaihan, and I'm just gonna hold my position there because I don't really have anywhere to attack.
All right, no problem.
Can you still not see the one behind the rock?
No. All I see is the one ahead of you and Kazuto.
Because he's partly blocked by some of the wall. Line of sight, man. It's pretty good. It's like a video game. But anyway, do you want to? You can still fire off an Eldritch Blast if you wanted at the goblins.
From where I'm at, because it looks like there's like a wall between me and the goblins.
You can move down to where Vondel is to take a shot at the goblin over here.
Okay, yeah, I'll use Eldritch Blast at the goblin.
Alright, sounds good. You run out, you tuck yourself into the wall, you extend your arm towards the goblin, you mutter the incantation, and you fire out this spark of white and blue pulse that fires out towards the goblin. The 13 does not hit. As you fire off, the goblin dodges and hugs the ground, almost like a blanket. The goblin looks up towards you where you fired that, and immediately its yellow eyes are widened with fear. The pulse goes soaring into the cave mouth and disappears behind. You do not see where it impacted. Sorry, my friend. Let's see. 7, 4. Yeah, you're just rolling a little low, Michael. I'm sorry. Alright.
It's fine.
With that, it's Gottheim's turn.
Yeah, the one right next to me is getting clocked in the face.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. That will not hit.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again as a bonus action.
Okay, mark off your mark.
It's already marked.
So you pull out your hammer. You immediately bring it down on him, and he jumps backwards. You move forward, and with the same momentum, bring it back up to kind of uppercut him, and immediately crack open its jaw, and it falls to the ground as its jaw soars off and falls into the stream. That goblin is so dead. It is the epitome of dead. Alright, Alton, $2.
Wait, hold on.
Where is Alton,
I'm
by the way?
I'm gonna move
I'm on the bridge
right
still.
next to this fucker too.
Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry!
Yeah.
I was waiting for my turn to move. It's fine.
Yell at me.
Well, there was nowhere to put me anyway, so that's why I was just patiently waiting.
I understand. Alright, continue Gottheim though.
I'm good.
Okay, you cascade and kill the goblin, and you gather yourself and rush forward to the other side. You find yourself face to face with a goblin who's prone and just about getting up, and looks towards you and Kazuto with your weapons drawn, and looks pretty terrified. Alton, you're up.
I'm gonna move to there and then throw some poison on this corner touching the water behind the goblin.
Okay.
You make a Constitution save.
The poison will hit the stream. Are you comfortable with that?
It's gas.
Oh, okay. My bad. Scarecrow.
So he needs to make a con save versus like
yes.
12.
My bad. Constitution.
Yeah, con save versus 12.
Constitution. Constitution. That is an 18. You're rolling really high.
Then
That's a natural
he is
18.
fine.
All right.
Absolutely fine.
And
It's like Airwick for him.
yeah, you throw it behind him. It crashes behind his butt, and he inhales very briefly, covers his nose, and just regains his own constitution, and just takes it.
Damn it, that was for breeze, not poison. Why wax spring? Oh.
He sniffs it, and it's just this really bad smell, but it doesn't look like poison. To you, I guess. With that, is there any more movement you want to try?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right. So Vondel, you're up. No, wait. Yes, Vondel is up.
Yes. I will move through Kazuto and Gottheim
Okay.
over to here,
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
and I will hopefully run him through with my rapier.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and make an attack.
No, I will not.
9 will definitely not hit. You get a quick lunge towards its face, and it dodges to the left. You see more into behind it, and you see another goblin on the. If I can make him visible, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
You see another goblin at the footsteps of this staircase to the south. You can see, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you see him looking on in the battle, not participating. It looks with short sword in hand, left to the right, and looks at all like just the combat situation going on, but doesn't seem to be engaging in it immediately. And it looks like it might be holding its turn for something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why. Because I've removed the Goblin's initiative. I'm wondering why I skipped Apollyon and you. What's their initiative?
Gobble gobble, gobble gobble.
Oh, 7 is their initiative. Okay. Oh, because I did. Oh no, never mind. It's because I deleted the guy. Okay, much more sense. All right, sorry about that. Is there anything else you would like to try though, Fondle?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm just doing the risk calculation in my head, as Wanda would. I'll stay here for now, but I'm keeping an eye on the newcomer.
Okay, sounds
Just sort of looking between the two goblins.
good. Got it. All right, with that, we're at the top of the tournament order again. Snow, it's your turn. You're behind this stalagmite, this rock formation that's jutting up very narrowly towards the sky, maybe like 7 feet up, and you look on the other side of it, and there's a goblin there, and across from you in front of Gottheim and Kazuto, there's another goblin. What do you want to do? Ba-da-bump, Snow. Ba-da-bump, Snow. Check if he is muted.
My mic was off. Sorry. Anyways, I would like to attack the goblin that's at the stairs. It
Oh.
seems to be holding turned.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
I do not have access to my character sheet, apparently.
Right.
I'm clicking on it and it won't let me.
Let me see.
Like you click it and you don't have access to the character sheet portion?
Yeah.
I just checked
Like,
and it
Transfer
did.
all control to me?
No, I just gave all players permission to use, not. But that was Kazuto, not him.
How about for Snow?
No, yeah, Snow has in all players' journals, and all players can edit. Maybe I'll make it just you for now, and then we'll see if that works. You could also be lagged out and not know it, but check if this works now.
Yeah, let me just refresh it.
Yes, sir. So prepare yourselves. Kazuto, you're up next, followed by Apollyon. Looking around in the cave, you guys realize it's a pretty big cave. It's pretty cool. Some high-res cave over here. Good textures, good lighting. If
Man,
it
those
was,
puns are awesome.
yeah.
And they now have a fresh pine scent. Thank you, Alton.
That's a nice boulder. I like that boulder.
While I wait, I'm gonna watch some Mada Zitro on YouTube.
Yes.
Getting in those plugs.
YouTube.com/Mada Zitros. Trailer.
I'm not sure, but I hear Mada Zitro was playing Resident Evil 2 remastered.
It's pretty good.
Snow, you're muted again, but what's the word?
Yes.
Hang on. It should be loading.
Apparently they fixed the camera angles.
Oh, it's so good.
Your
Evidently.
character sheet has now been hidden from everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to see
So
if
I'm
that
gonna
helps him.
attack the goblin at the stairs with daggers,
No.
and I.
You won't. Well, you can't hit him from with daggers. You're too far away.
Oh really?
Unless you move up.
Yeah, you have.
Oh,
with with a dagger, you'd have to run up towards him. But running up towards him, you would also get it. No, actually, you would not.
Actually-
You'd be fine because you'd
He-
still be in the
They're
space.
throwable.
In range for throw, yes.
Yeah. If he runs over, yeah.
But
So
he
then,
is waiting for something though, so keep that in mind. Like, be prepared, just in case shit happens.
He's good.
Nah, it's probably fine.
Perfect.
Why can't I move? What the fuck is going on?
Move it square by square. That's what I found makes it easier to do.
Got it. All right. And I don't have advantage with. Actually, no, I do have advantage with daggers.
Well, you have your favorite enemy, right? You just don't get that like turn initiative thing. Oh wait, no. Does he do that? Does he get that every turn? That's just once, right?
No. What the deal is? He gets advantage on anyone who hasn't acted.
Okay.
In the time.
Oh, so he hasn't acted then.
Well,
he's held action, so that's why I'm suggesting maybe it's normal.
Sorry. What?
No. So the key factor is on your first turn during combat.
Yes.
It has advantage.
Yes, sir.
So you would not have advantage on your daggers now. You would take a normal swing with your dagger, and if you pulled out your second dagger, you'd have a bonus action attack. But that's 2 normal swings, not advantage.
Okay, so daggered favorite enemy, basically.
Yeah, and the question, though, is... Okay, so... the problem is that you previously had out your longbow. Just... Since you're juggling weapons right now, you need to think about... You can draw one weapon as part of an action or part of your movement. But you only get one of those per turn. So if you draw a weapon with your movement alongside your movement, you don't then pull a weapon with your action. You can drop the longbow and just have it hit the ground. That's free. If you're stowing the longbow on your shoulder, that's your object interaction.
So I would have to put away my longbow, and I wouldn't be able to attack.
You could punch him in the face, or you could hold your longbow in one hand. You've pulled out your dagger, and you're off, and you can do a normal attack with a dagger.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that then. So then I'll pull out one dagger and then try to slice his throat, I guess.
Okay. You rush past the goblin, you get to the staircase, he looks surprised that you've dashed forward towards him, and you immediately make your first, pull your dagger from your sides and go for his throat. That definitely hits. Go ahead and hit the damage. Awesome. You bring the first dagger towards his throat and immediately impale it right into its trachea. It doesn't spurt out blood. You've clogged his throat. You clog his throat with this blade, and it sticks in and juts out the other side. He just looks into your eyes and goes, and he's still alive. Just barely. As you've kind of impaled him with your dagger.
Nice.
You want to do your second attack?
Technically, I wouldn't have a second attack.
Oh, that's right, sorry.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. You've got your blade stuck in his throat. He's not moving.
Okay.
And with that, Kazuto, is your turn. You've got the goblin right in front of you.
I would like to go for another long sword strike.
Okay. You bring your long sword back up, high above your head, slashing down towards the goblin.
So remember to turn off the archery global modifier.
I don't think he's gonna know what that means.
It's self-evident on his attack options.
Mm-hmm.
The part in the global modifiers, just hit the check mark next to archery. And I'll turn it off for this attack.
You said next to archery?
Yeah, so on your character sheet,
Okay.
in the center in attacks and spellcasting, no. Global attack modifiers down below, deselect that.
Deselect it? Okay.
Yeah, Yep, and now roll your longsword. So he he swung with an 18 for 4.
That will hit. As you bring your sword down, you strike across its torso. It slashes through and blood just splatters across the ground. It's still conscious and alive. It's got some, but it looks terrified and prepared to flee. It backs up, but the pool of water behind it keeps it from going over. It does not want to obviously go in the water either, but it might just have to jump in to escape. So, anything else you would like to try?
I think that's it. I think that's all I can do right now.
Cool. So, let's see. With that, we have a Polyon up. Polyon, you ready to try again?
All right, I'm gonna move over behind Kazuto by the rock, and I'm just gonna hold position for now. Hold my action.
You're gonna hold your action for what? What's the action you're trying to hold?
Not hold my action. Hold my position.
You cannot hold your initiative. You can hold an action. So you can say, I want to hold Eldritch Blast in case the goblin attacks or he tries to flee, or I want to hold my dodge action in case someone tries to attack me.
Yeah, I'll hold a dodge action.
Okay.
Well, you can just actually just declare dodging, and up until your next round, enemies have disadvantage trying to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll hold Eldritch Blast for now, and if anything were to happen, I'll dodge or I'll declare it.
Okay. So with you have to choose either to hold the attack or the dodge. So you can hold an Eldritch Blast or you can hold a dodge.
I'll hold the dodge.
Okay. So you get
Just
behind the
dodge.
rocks and you see the goblins preparing to flee. You look around. You can't see towards the other chamber where Snow is, but you see these two goblins just looking pretty worse for the wear. One obviously not hit yet, but does look like it's like this fight is just not going their way. So with that, let's jump to Gotheim.
The one right above me, I'm just gonna take a smack at it.
All right, go for it. 17 does hit. You bring your warhammer, arcing it diagonally from the right side of your body to the left, and smack it across the jaw, and immediately send this one also into the stream. After the strike Kazuto has hit it with, you immediately just finish it off without an issue. The goblin's corpse just falls into the stream and floats for a moment before being carried down the opened dam. And you turn behind you and see that there's one goblin left nearby.
5, 10. I'm going to use 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to use my movement to get to here, and then that's it.
Okay. So, you go towards the area. You can see a little bit inside. Sorry. Looking in, you see this campfire at the top of the staircase. You see some goods. You see a bunch of things in the back of the room. You see like boxes and crates, pots and clothes and chests. You see a whole bunch of different things. This does look to be like the chamber which they store whatever they've gotten from all their ambushes. But with that, it is the goblin turn. This goblin in front of you, Vondo, he's just gonna take an attack. Who?
Is he targeting Snow?
No, he's targeting you. The other goblin is... There's two. Can you see them?
No.
I can only see the one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I only see the one in front of Snow.
Oh god, this is a little awkward. My apologies, guys.
Was there a goblin underneath the 7 this entire time?
I made the 7. I made the 7 visible and not the goblin.
Oh, those sneaky, crafty bastards!
Hello!
Geometry? What the hell is this?
He's like a ninja. He removed the cloak. He's like under the big 7.
Vondo, all you hear is surprise, motherfucker, and a knife comes straight at you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Straight at you.
That means I can't run that way because then I'm gonna take an attack.
I'm
right?
not retroactively going over stuff.
Okay.
That's too far. That's breaking.
Get that 7 out of here.
No
Why
paradox
is that there?
I know. I was like, oh, why is the 7 so bright?
All right.
So anyway, there's a goblin in front of you. He's gonna attack you. My apologies. That is.
Someone's getting their sneaking cloak after this. It's fine.
That's an initiative roll. That's a flag.
Why are they surrounding that goblin but not attacking it? It's weird.
I ran like right through it too.
Yeah, you run right past this rock, much like Frodo when he puts the elven cloak on, and then the goblin just goes, "Now's my chance," and it does not work well though, Vondo. Here with an 8, it like removes this rock curtain from it and jolts off at you and goes, yeah! And as its lunge goes straight towards you, it stops 2 inches short. And then it looks up at you, and you look down at it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is completely exposed. Alton.
You looked at me, and I looked at him.
I'm gonna let fly with my crossbow.
Alright. Fire off your crossbow shot, mister. That will definitely freaking hit. And that will definitely, as the creature goes, yeah! Little tiny arrow goes into its eyeball, and the goblin falls.
Did I get him?
You just see the goblin just into the eyeball, and then and it falls flat to the ground. Not much blood comes out.
That was not worth the rock disguise.
You shot well, little one.
But it's very meta, though.
I'm gonna move there.
Okay, so you fire it, you take a look, and you you rush forward. You rush past Kazuto, Apollyon. Apollyon, you've been holding your dodge action, but nothing has really come of it. So if you want to take the rest of your turn now, you can.
No, I'll stay.
Okay. So with that, it is Vondo's turn. So Vondo, you see Snow kind of like cradling this goblin with his blade in its throat on the staircase, slowly lowering it. What would you like to do?
I will dash up and attempt to finish off the creature quickly.
Okay. You rush forward, you see it just choking on this this blade, and you don't even have to roll. Okay.
Oh, well,
you rolled.
you started
perfect time.
that, and It happened.
As I say it, God himself cuts my tongue from my body. And I'll let you explain it, whether you hit or miss. I'll let you take this. I'll let you take it. Go for it.
So I go in for a very clean blow on it, just a coup de grace, and just as the rapier is about to hit, Snow pulls the dagger back and deflects my own rapier away.
Perfect. Oh man, that will also kill the goblin.
He died out of just like, what the fuck? Oh.
Da! You suck. Ah.
And I just shoot a very irritated and surprised look at Snow.
I look at the two of them and give them like a what?
Perfect.
Without saying a word, just a back and forth, like a shoulder shrug.
Well done. You guys deal with yet another goblin ambush within Crag Maw hideout. You have taken them out. You move forward and look into the other room. And as you guys look into that other room, we were going to take a break. So, we'll call it for that.
Before we take a quick break, is that an actual fire, or is that just
That
like
is
a light source on the map?
That is a campfire.
Okay.
That is a campfire with emanating light in the surrounding area.
I don't think we've broken this room's barrier yet, so that's why we're not getting the room illuminated.
Let's see.
I mean, I can get into it.
Gothheim should see it.
Yeah.
Let me see you, Alton. Can you see, Alton?
I mean, I have a little pathway into it that I can see,
Oh, you
but
mean
not
can't
like I don't
move.
see the light from the fire.
Oh, the light from the fire. Well, because it's the same light that Gothheim has.
Ah. Okay.
They don't like stack or like
Got you.
yeah. It's just the same clear light.
That's why I moved forward.
Yeah.
I mean, Gottheim might not want to move so far forward.
Too late.
Yeah, I was
actuality.
actually gonna heal you before we
Too
continue,
late.
if you would like me to.
No takesy backsies. The cleric rushed in, and that's where we're gonna pick up when we come back. So everyone, thanks for watching so far. We'll be back in 5 minutes, and yeah.
Water.
Fuck yes, water. That goddamn goblin voice. Fucking. I was like, oh my god. And
That's why I wanted to make you talk so much more. Tell me the history of these caves, young.
I got a
Oh,
comment.
don't worry. He's got a bugbear to still narrate.
Yeah, I'm a gargoyle.
Well, I mean, he could just make the bugbear, like, literally just talk in a British accent, like.
Well, British accent or a Wookiee,
Yeah.
give or take.
British Wookiee.
It's a mix. But no, someone in chat said someone was like, I'm gonna get my coffee and I'll be back. And then I started that voice and it was like, holy shit, the DM is really immersive. And I was like, oh, that's a great compliment. Now I gotta fucking keep doing it. Because I was gonna tone it down, and then he was just like, great. I was like, oh fuck. So I guess I'll just keep fucking doing this the whole goddamn time. And then you guys are like, oh, let's kill him. I'm like, yeah, fucking kill him.
Like, no, diplomacy.
Shut me up.
I'm gonna Mass Effect this. Tell me more about these caves. Tell me more about the goblin.
Tell me what Asaris look like to you.
I will be right back.
Alright, me too. If this mute button would
You know
work.
what's the worst part about Snow killing the goblin? He's not here to see how it happened.
Ah, yes.
What the hell happened to Will's internet?
I don't know, but we will have to figure it out before we get back. Why don't we get into it? So, as you guys are cleaning up the last of the zombies, Resident Evil 2, brought to you by Mada Zitro, is live now on youtube.com/Mada Zitro.
Oh my god, the plugs.
Run
As
into
you,
Mr. X in the cave.
oh, you guys aren't that high enough leveled yet. But you guys clean up the last of the goblins, and as things are like still going, the adrenaline's pumping. Gottheim rushes up the staircase and jumps towards the campfire.
I misunderstood what you said when like you looked in and you saw stuff. I misunderstood that as there's nothing else in their danger. So, that's my fault.
It's all right. It's D&D. I mean, it doesn't look trapped. Is the same as
It probably is trapped.
it probably is trapped. So, you look in and then you walk. Don't see anything immediately. You go towards the campfire and you can see tons of things. You see an occasional bedroll here and there, but you see right on the south side of the cave. You see, let's see. Hold on. I have a descriptor. As we are trying, wrong one. What? Oh, right here. So you see sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled up in the south end of this large cave. To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening that descends into darkness. That's the cave thing you guys saw when you first came in and blocked off. You now see a large stone in front of it. A larger opening leads north, down a set of natural stone steps, which is where you've come from, and the roar of the falling waterfall still echoes behind you, but you can still hear the muttering of your friends and allies' voices. In the middle of this cavern, you see coals of a large, smoldering fire. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty much it. But Gaheim, please make me a perception check as you continue, gather in.
God damn it.
This is the end of the cave. Nothing else here but all these supplies. As you're looking around and you're like, nothing's here, everything's quiet, you immediately just hear a and then a slam of metal in your back. Hold on. Where are you? Oh, where is he? Here it is. Sorry about that. Let's just go ahead and do. Oh God.
Man down, man down.
I wish we weren't live streaming.
Did you crit?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm dead.
Hold
Like,
on,
sincerely.
hold on.
Actually dead, probably.
Well,
What the
no. What is your total health, Gottheim?
My total's 11, my current is 6.
Okay, so if you take 16 points of damage, you're dead outright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Time
Yeah, we
out.
can't
All right,
see
let
your
me look
rolls
at
right
my.
now, Adam.
Let me hold on. I'm
Yeah,
gonna. Well,
I
hold on.
can't.
I'm gonna put the calculator. Hold on, because I haven't rolled the surprise damage.
I fucking blink and this
Hold
happens
on.
again.
Oh man.
God damn.
Okay.
What, he's a rogue too?
Well, no. Bugbears naturally have a sneak attack on their first swing.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. They are nasty brutes, and I have a character that was going to be a bugbear for
Okay.
these reasons.
So, got time. As you're in the end this cave, this horde of supplies and stuff, from the shadows you just feel wham in your back. With his crit, he does 13 points of damage with his base attack. Then he also deals his surprise attack damage,
which is doubled as if a crit. Because they're dice.
for another 12 points of damage.
Yo, send me a character sheet.
Oh my god, you got
As-
full combat.
As
Just fatality.
As you guys gather towards the staircase looking up, you see Gottheim look back at you all, and a maul just comes across his back, two-handed like a baseball bat, and Negan Sluggers is in for business. As soon as he slams him in the back, he does the infamous like Dragon Ball Z elbow to the back of the neck. Spit comes out, blood comes out, his eyes roll back, and he falls to the ground. The creature doesn't even hesitate, and with the remainder of his surprise attack, arcs over windmills and caves in Gottheim's head. Sorry about that. Literally, full damage on everything. You can look at the stream to see it and everything. But the cave.
So, send me a character sheet.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Good news, I guess you'll be playing snow right now.
Let me go onto the GM map real quick for a moment. You guys see this creature rush out and just execute Gottheim as he turns the corner. He looks over at you guys down the staircase and immediately just screams out in triumph. It's now time that we roll initiative. Former Gottheim, if you would like to, I will give you access to Snow's character sheet for the remainder of this game, and then we will talk after about what happens.
Yeah, that's fine.
My apologies.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to see what I get.
What'd you get?
God damn.
It's alright. It was not your fault. Sometimes the
I mean,
dice-
it partially was because I misunderstood what you said when you were talking about the room, so it technically was my fault.
It's alright.
Never split the party, even if it's 20 steps.
Or a cleric.
I mean, he had
I can't
high
believe
armor.
I rolled 2 6s. I'm like, he might be alive if I roll
I mean,
a
it
1.
wasn't even just the 6. It was straight up just like it was a crit, and then it was stealth, and it was...
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. So, with that,
Torm wanted me dead.
with that, yeah, let's roll initiative, guys. We did that. I'm gonna change the music up. It is Abyss.
If you have anything like Desperate Struggle,
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm trying to remember what it's called though. I don't think it's called Desperate Struggle.
Jesus.
So, am I using Snow's stuff for that initiative roll? Should I do that again? Because I kind of just
Yes.
I kind of did that as Gottheim just for shits and giggles. Just
Yes. You should.
I forgot to click my token, but
It's alright. I will put it in.
yeah, when you roll for Snow, don't forget he has advantage on this initiative.
Is there any reason I don't see personality trait, ideal, bond, and flaw?
Because
Um,
he hasn't added them.
Because
okay.
you play Dungeons and Dragons and he doesn't.
Fair. Okay.
Slow. trying to add him to the thing now. Oh, because I'm in GM overlay now. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ! Oh no, it was at
Roll. Roll one more.
Yeah.
There.
There, finally. Jesus fucking Christ.
He
The lesson
hasn't.
today is get that feat that lets you have advantage on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I need the feat that brings my ass back from the dead now.
make a half orc.
Be a barbarian.
Yeah.
Be a
half
zealot
orc.
barbarian.
Half orc, when dropped to 0 hit points, come back to 1 hit point. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's fair. Totally fair.
Be a half orc samurai, where even when you die, you don't die. You still get another full round.
Alright, that's where is he? There we go. Please
This might be
roll
tabletopping, but don't forget to like scour my corpse for stuff.
Oh, don't worry.
Collaborate.
Don't worry, man.
Fair.
We'll give you a proper burial. You know, in my country, you don't take items to the other realm, so it's ours now.
Listen, I was war domain. You take what you need. It's all for grabs.
Wow, goblins rolled the natural.
This is why this is your god punishing you for showing mercy to wolves.
Don't worry, when I write the book. That's kind of how it'll go. Alright, so initiative we have 19. Oh, actually, Kazuto, you rolled a 7. Apollyon, you rolled a 2. Come on, man. Fucking roll good. Jesus Christ.
I got a 21.
Yeah. Yeah. Godheim is dead. Bondo. Okay. We're good. So, as that happens, where is that? What is that song? What's that song we had when what's his face died? Man, can't find it. Well, I can find it, but I can't find it now. So we're just gonna play this song for now. Jesus. Sorry, Tom. Thanks a lot for making me fucking have to look a depressing fucking song to match the fucking tempo of your fucking death that I don't have. I had chapter 1, chapter 2.
If you didn't crit 3 goddamn times, this wouldn't have fucking happened.
I have a chapter 1 playlist and chapter 2, a custom playlist for generic music, not shit got real.
I mean, I was like, my name was German, play 99 Luftballon.
Yeah, in our other campaign, I literally have shit got a song called "Shit Got Real," and then "Shit Got Real 2" is another one. Like, I don't have
Shit got
that.
real harder.
Can't remember what it is. Sorry, man.
All right, that's fine. All right, so, all right, starting up. We well logged into dead. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the stream. Well, logged into dead. Bugbear Battlemaster heavy weapons with glaive.
Get Godheim's token out of there. He's out.
No, man. No. he's in it to win it.
I mean, you need to know where my corpse is to rummage through it. So.
Yeah. The torch also. At least he's lighting the room for you guys. So there's a benefit to that. All right. So the goblin.
But there's a campfire. I didn't really do anything above that.
Yeah.
I think the implication is you are now the campfire.
Probably.
Well, it's a great suggestion. Someone put Bugbear Battlemaster heavy weapons with glaive. I mean,
Yeah.
that's brutal as fuck. Give it Sentinel and it's done.
Yeah. No. That was my character build at one point.
Awesome.
It's no.
Let's
Bugbears
start.
with long reach. It's evil.
All right, I'm going to. Okay, this is not with advantage, but they're gonna pepper. Oh wow, that's a 21. So the goblin is going. One of the goblins sees you guys coming up. He's gonna take a first shot at Kazuto. Kazuto, you start moving up towards the staircase, and an arrow hits you right in the shoulder for 4 points of damage. I'm gonna roll again as another goblin is gonna rush over to this side, to the behind the campfire. He's gonna see Snow. He pulls his short bow out as well, and does a 17 hit Snow.
Yep.
He hits Snow for 6 points of damage. The arrow goes straight through his armor and impacts him right under the chest. Hits him right in the rib cage and splinters off. He can feel the puncture wound and just kind of inhales. Just this initial peppering is not looking good for you guys. But the goblins will end their turn with that, and then he's holding. So, Alton, it is your turn.
With a forced smile on his face and tears in his eyes, Alton starts singing Distant Shadows quietly. And walks up in front of Snow and throws a firebomb at the bugbear.
Ooh, nice. Did you have to make a saving throw?
Dexterity save.
Okay. I should have kept his character sheet out. Why do I keep closing it? Oh, because I'd have to put it like that. Oh, I could put it like... Oh, yes! I can do it, yes. Okay. Dexterity, you said?
Yes.
Dexterity. That is a 7.
He takes 8 fire damage.
Oh, nice. Jesus.
And
how many?
I'm gonna walk back.
8?
8.
Damn. All right.
I rolled an 8 on a d8.
Nasty. Also, let me just double check that you guys can see his health bar.
Cannot currently.
Are we supposed to be seeing health bars? Because I haven't seen any of them at all.
And I partially
I saved it for
cremated
boss fights.
Godheim a little bit more.
I save it for boss fights, mainly. That's it. And then you go for what to Godheim?
I said then I probably cremated Godheim's body a little bit more.
It's,
then I walk back behind Snow again.
You chuck the fire potion and it crashes right over the leg of the bugbear. It ignites and you go. Aah! As that happens, a little flints crawl towards Godheim, but the initial flame is not enough to actually set him alight. But with that, your turn is done. We have Snow. What would you like to do, Snow?
How far is a longbow?
That is long
Yes.
range. A long range.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Yeah, you can shoot anywhere in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, you got plenty of room.
I think it's like 60, 120 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
We are not trying to TPK. It's just sometimes the dice
So that,
roll the way they do.
That goblin 2 down by the campfire. I'm gonna longbow it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Chat, please keep our GM honest. He says he crit Godheim.
Yeah.
3 times.
Not 3 times. I just rolled max damage on the surprise,
Which is essentially the same.
which was initially the whole thing. When I saw an 8 and a 5 for the base damage, I was like, oh my god. I did not have to roll a 1 or a 2. But I rolled 2 6s. A 19 will hit, and an 8 will finish the goblin off. Snow gets up, seeing the 2 arrows, just instinctually pulls the arrow out, does not aim, lets loose, and it impales the goblin right through the heart. It falls immediately to the ground.
Is there anything I have bonus action?
Not for Snow. Oh, why did I delete the token? Oh, God. Add to turn order. It's 22.
Okay, I am going to...
Yes, the chat agrees. Yeah, he crit. Also, you can check it out at youtube.com/Mada Zitro Monday morning. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna retreat
Canceling
over
crits,
here
my
for now.
But 4.
Alright, that's it.
Okay, cool. So with that, Snow, your turn is over. You make your dash over to get some partial cover, and we have Apollyon up. Apollyon, you see Gottheim just absolutely get butchered.
Wait. Did we just skip
God damn.
Oh, it keeps double jumping anytime I'm near him.
It's
I'm sorry.
technically
Also,
Zitro than Vondel.
That is my
well,
fault.
also, is the Bugbear's initiative actually 8?
Yes, which is wrong here. So that means he goes next.
Yeah.
Man,
so
my
it's
bad.
the Bugbear,
That is my fault.
Zitro,
And then
Vondel, Apollyon.
And then
Yeah.
Gottheim was a war cleric. Yes. Yes, he was. But yeah, my bad. Clara goes next, and then followed by Kazuto. Jesus. Wait, is it like this? No. God. Let me redo the turn order. Like, let me reset it to the initiative 1 count. Because the goblins go first, but I deleted it, and then Snow went, and then Clara goes. Okay, there we go. So 1, Snow, Clark. My apologies. Let's get back into it.
Vondel and Apollyon
Vondel.
need to be swapped.
Yes. Vondel
There we
got
go.
5. Perfect. All right. So Clark starts extinguishing the flames on his left leg. You see him look down at Gottheim, now recently deceased cleric. He rushes forward towards Kazuto, who hasn't had an opportunity to really move. After you've taken an arrow under the into the shoulder, you see this large fur-like bugbear. It has yellow fur. It's standing at 6'2", maybe even 6'4", if it actually stood with the bright posture. It rushes forward, brings out its morning star. I keep switching the name of it. It's a morning star, but whatever. And it rushes forward towards you, Kazuto. You pull your blade up to block, and he brings down his weapon. He just comes out and goes. Let's get that attack going. Bugbear, Morningstar. This is not with advantage, by the way. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
I am sorry. As the 16 hits, you bring your blade forward, you block high, but his strength is overwhelming, and he slams the Morningstar into your chest cavity and knocks 8 points of damage out of you.
Great.
Are you still up?
No.
No, I think he's unconscious.
Oh God.
So,
Get shot with an arrow and attacked by the fucking beast. Nice.
yeah. With that, Clark had to move forward to do so. So I will reposition him forward. And I'm also going to do this. Yeah, Twitch viewers can see this. Because that's what DMs have to do. Sometimes. Yes, I know. Then, alright, so next up would be Kazuto. Kazuto, you have to make a death saving throw. So on your character sheet, you have to hit death save so it can roll to see what happens.
Death saves are located next to your hit dice, above attacks and spellcasting.
Yes, sir.
Almost dead center of your character sheet.
Followed by Vaughn will be next, and then Apollyon, so be ready.
Yeah.
Where is it again?
Apollyon, this might be a time to use your
Okay.
Right behind your
higher
hit
spells.
dice.
So
Above your weapons.
your hit
Death
points,
save.
you know where your hit points are, right?
Yes.
So it's in that section, lower right, in that center
Oh, okay. I see it.
gray area, and you hit just the death saves title. That's a pass, so mark a success.
So, with that, you remain alive still, but you are slumped prone onto the stairs, and you slowly descend the stone staircase from the cave. I'll just put you down a little, like 5 feet. With that, Vondel, it is your turn.
Yeah, so Vondel, he saw Gottheim's back explode. That was a moment of shock, and that slowed his movement. He watched Kazuto then fall, and Vondel's eyes just turn icy cold, and advances up and takes a swing at the beast before him.
Okay. You rush forward between Kazuto and Clark, and you bring out that rapier. 8 will not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You bring it out for a strike, and he just sunders it back towards you with a rush with his left arm. It doesn't have much armor, but its strength alone pushes the blade aside.
He interrupted the swing. Yeah, no. I just hold my ground right there.
Alright, with that, Apollyon, it's gonna be your turn. What you gonna do, Warlock?
I'm gonna move up 1 square, and I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on the bugbear.
Fucking do it. As with the natural one, you arc out the Witch Bolt towards him, and you see the carnage that is before you. Your hand shakes suddenly, and Clark is growling out in terror. You just, as you're muttering the incantation, you miss. The Witch Bolt slams it like lightning, purple, dark, and cracks around every single one of you. Your ears are almost deafened for a moment as the Witch Bolt explodes the rock next to Clark. He jumps back instinctually, eyes flaring with fear for a moment. You can see a moment of what the fuck was that in his eyes, but he remains resolved and prepares to continue the fight. Is there anything else you want to try?
No, hold position.
Okay. With that, the goblin is back up. The goblin is going to pull out another arrow. So let's see. That's bugbear. That's bugbear. That's goblin. Natural 1. So the goblin pulls out an arrow. It fires straight towards you, Vondel, and you immediately just sidestep it, and it flows past you. It's more like a lean, and it goes descending into the pond behind you. The goblin will reposition himself to the right side of the room, and he will end his turn there. Alton 2 bucks, you're up.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna shoot the bugbear with a crossbow.
Okay. A 9 will not hit. You fire off the shot, and it impacts right in the only piece of armor wrapped around its waist. These leather wrappings just constantly wrapped over and over again. It sticks in, but it doesn't actually impact.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You start to freak out. Seeing Gottheim, seeing Kazuto beforehand, it immediately starts to rack your mind. The fear, the hesitation, the sweat. You bring up that crossbow to shoot, and now that you've missed, you feel a sense of dread and impending doom, like coming from the back of your mind. Why are you here? And all these other fears. But you do hear sounds of someone rushing from behind where you guys came. Heavy footsteps, though. It is Snow's turn.
Can I longbow the bugbear from there, or do I have to move a little bit?
Hmm.
Can I longbow the bugbear from there, or do I have to move a bit?
Yeah, you could hit him from there. He doesn't really have cover because you could just lean out, fire, and then. Damn.
Lean over, Alton.
Bitch.
You after making impact with that first arrow, you pull out another one. You breathe in, you look out, you fire one at Clark, and it just doesn't hit. You fire off, and it misses just his ear. You were aiming this time for a perfect headshot to just end this quickly, and in that moment, it just missed the mark, and it's a little. It's getting intense. So.
Is it? And nothing else.
All right, Clark is up. Clark is gonna see you, Vano, in front of him. Everyone's harrying him with stuff. He's just gonna take another Morningstar swing and just right at you. That's gonna be an 8 though. So if you want to describe
no.
how you take that.
Just like he leaned forward and interrupted my swing. With my right hand, as he pulled the Morningstar back, I punched out and halted any advance of the swing.
Nice.
And the only way I kept pushing forward, and so he had to pull the weapon back all the way and recenter himself so he could swing again.
Nice. When you touch his mass, you can feel this hefty creature's weight, and you push him back, like stay close to him before pushing him back so he can reset. You can feel his fur; it's really moist, but he does not get a good swing off. And we go. Is there anything you want to try?
I mean, if this opens up an opportunity to swing, I'll take my reaction too. But
well, he's not like running away. I'm just. So that's gonna be his turn. Kazuto, I need you to make another death saving throw. Nice. So
hey, that's another success.
That's 2 successes.
Amen.
As that happens, let's go to Vondo. Vondo, your turn.
So knowing that I can push him back, knowing I can defend myself, I actually I hold myself back and I get ready to parry more blows from the bugbear. So I will in effect dodge and end my action there.
Okay.
And hold the line.
Hold the dodge action. Very smart. Apollyon, it's your move. Seeing the witch bolt almost destroy that wall, what do you want to try to do now? You still have another first level spell slot and Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, I'm gonna try another Eldritch Blast on Clark.
Okay. So, go ahead and fire off an Eldritch Blast. A 13 will not hit. As you fire off, Clark jumps out of the way and rolls to the side of you, Vondel, to your left side, to his right. Like that way, kind of. But missing the shot, you see in the far end of the corner, the goblin preparing to ready a shot. Another shot. But also, Polyon, after you fire that out, you turn around like instinctually to the sound of shuffling behind you, and you see Sildar, the prisoner you saved, joining you forward. He looks very beaten up, very weathered, but he has a long sword in one hand and a long bow in the other, and he looks winded and prepared to join the turn order at the top of the round. So,
where the fuck did he get the bow?
you know, from the
Out of his butthole of
from
holding.
the Twitch streamers. So with that, it's gonna be the goblin's turn
He activated the cash shop function in D.
with disadvantage.
Apparently.
I mean, if
We should also back up. But
yeah, if we get to that point in our Twitch thingies, you know, I would love if people could put bits for inspiration for the party or me. I'll take it. I'll take inspiration. But no, a 12 is gonna fire off at you. I mean, a 9 is gonna fire off at you because it's at disadvantage, and it goes straight towards your legs. But a simple sidestep, and it clatters against the stonework. That's gonna be that one. Oh, actually, that's the top of the turn order, so Sildar gets to roll his initiative. Sildar Hallwinter. Oh, I'm sorry. He does not have a longbow. Sildar pulls out his heavy crossbow. My apologies. But he has to roll initiative first. And that is a 13. My apologies. Sildar 13. He is just above Clarg, which is pretty good for you guys. Alton, it is your turn. Take it away.
Gonna throw fire at him. Throw it at the back corner of his square.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see.
deck save.
Where is his dex at? Come on. There we go. That is a 14.
Gets out of it.
All right, another. This time he sees it coming. You fire, you lob it. He catches it and he chucks it behind him. It explodes in flame behind him, and little effect. Anything you want to try?
Continuing muttering fuck, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. You. Let's see. Snow, it's your turn.
Longbow again.
Okay. Nope. You pull another arrow, and this time the arrow sinks into his abdomen, but that's where that's the one spot he has armor. So another one sticks into him, and he growls out as this arrow is protruding from his stomach. That will be. Do you want to move? Do you want to try anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. We have Sildar's turn. Sildar has joined the fray, and he goes, "Move!" And he fires off a heavy crossbow arrow for a 4 that is not gonna hit. This crossbow fires off, and with his frailty, he staggers mid-shot, and it hits the ceiling. It falls down, clattering to the ground. This heavy crossbow rolling down the staircase. Clarg will now go. Sildar. That was Bugbear Dexterity. That was Heldar. Goblin. Bugbear.
Disadvantage on his attack.
That is correct, and that is a 7. And yes, you can put him in a box, but it would only be an illusion. He would easily just be able to walk right through it. But you also wouldn't be able to see everybody, so there's that.
It could be a temporary disadvantage, but
Yeah, it would allow you like a moment for him to think he's trapped in a box. Yeah, he would actually waste his turn because he would have to try to figure it out. But yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. But you still have another first level spell, so you could try a Witch Bolt or your other thing again. But he will roll a 7, and this time he overhand brings up his 2 hands, the Morning Star, and tries to bring it down on your head. What do you try to do?
It's just a simple sidestep. I see the motions; they're too obvious.
Awesome. His brutish tactics just make it blatant, and he tries to bring it down. You sidestep, and you hear it slam into the ground. It shakes, and you see the stone crack. Clark is going to just keep on staying in the bottleneck. Kazuto, I need you to make another death saving throw, your third one. A 2. You have failed a death save, so now you have to mark a failure.
Got it.
Alton, you don't have any more potions?
Healing Drought?
Yeah.
I've already used one on Kazuto today.
Oh, he only has a +1?
I don't know for sure, but just guessing.
Okay. Let's see.
From his death saving throw modifier.
No,
He
there's no
should have a
modifier.
modifier.
There's
on
no.
death
Oh.
saves.
Yeah. Kazuto.
It is a straight 50-50 shot every time.
Yeah. What's your Constitution modifier?
Dejan,
What did you say?
what is your
Constitution modifier?
Yeah.
Where do I find that at?
Constitution.
Far left side of your character, third one down, Constitution. What's the big number?
3.
Oh.
Oh,
So you could heal him again.
good to know.
Oh, sorry.
Communication.
That was my bad.
It's all good.
Should have asked.
It's all right. Kazuto, your turn ends. Vondel, you're up. Bugbear's still in front of you. What are you gonna do?
I still dodge and defend.
Okay.
Get Kazuto up and back up. Don't let him swing on you.
Smart. With that, Apollyon, it's your go again. What are you trying to do?
I think. Considering my bad luck, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna. I'm gonna go for another Eldritch Blast just in case. Just do that again.
All right, go for it. Oh man! If that was Witch Bolt. All right, go ahead and roll your damage for the natural 20. Jesus. All right. So, frustrated, at the very least, you bring up your hands, and I think this time, for the first time in our adventure so far, you haven't heard them in a while. You hear the whispers. The whispers of repetitive, indiscernible conversations. Not one person speaking to you, but like 100. And as that happens, you get wrapped with a headache. That headache causes your hands to kind of repulse and re-energize. And you aim towards Clark, and you immediately see your Eldritch Blast, which is normally this white and blue color, transform into this beam of purple energy, and it slams into him for 14 points of damage. His right arm is almost blown off. You see it just caked in and just pouring out blood.
Goddamn bastard deserves it.
5. So that's 5. So
Then I still have movement, right?
you still have movement, yes.
Alright. Kind of scared of what happened. Don't really know what happened because it's been a while since I heard these voices. I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay.
And just hold my position there.
Okay. With that, we're back at the top of the turn order. The goblin is going to fire a short bow towards you, Vandal, once again with disadvantage. It's Bugbear. Yeah, that's Sildar. That's Bugbear. That's Sildar. That's Goblin. Does a 14 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, another arrow going straight towards you. You just, with the head, a nod of the head, you flick your head left, and it just goes right past you into the hallway again. You keep your contact and focus on Clark, though. That's done. Alton, you're up.
Oh my god, Mr. Kazuto's still breathing.
Hit him with 8 from a healing draft.
Jesus, damn. Alright. Amidst the darkness and unconsciousness, Kazuto, you immediately just feel this horrid taste. Not that bad, horrid, but like just this very stale taste in your mouth going down.
Bitter
You
and
cough up.
coppery.
Yeah, very metallic, and you wake up coughing, and you spit a little bit out, but you wake up and your eyes are open. Your gun is to the right hand side of you. Your sword is on the ground, but you're alive. You have 8 hit points. Prepare for combat soon.
Thank you.
All right. With that, I guess it's Snow's turn. What would you like to do?
Sorry, I forgot that's me.
Yes. Sorry.
Just arrow.
All right. 23
Snow
will hit.
time for it.
Are you hitting? You hitting?
Bugbear.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
You guys hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you now.
With 10 points of damage, you pull out the arrow. You aim it straight towards Clark, and with this shot, you see it. You can aim the perfect shot right now. How do you want to end it?
Right in between eyes.
You
Just pierce from forehead to just back of skull.
Awesome. You take the bow out. You aim it straight for Clark. You think just briefly at the correction you had to make the last time you missed. You aim smaller. You fire right for the eyeball. The arrow goes in, protrudes, and then pushes out the back of his brain through the skull. You see the arrow go through him whole and continue out until it embeds in the other side of the stone wall. You see it wrapped with blood, brains, and the last life of Clark. Clark is dead. And with that...
So this is probably a weird time to bring this up. I've been marking his arrows off, but I haven't really been keeping track of how many he shot.
That's fine.
Okay.
But with that, Clark goes down in front of you, Vandal. Your defensive strategy has worked. He falls down to the ground, and Snow, is there anything you want to do? Any movement?
Hold on, moving like 6 pages at once, and it throws a shit fit on it. If I go here, can I see that other goblin?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. With that, it's Sildar's turn. Sildar will rush forward and take a heavy crossbow shot at the other goblin. That's a natural 1. Sildar comes in, fires the shot, and it embeds itself far and away off. Kazuto, you're up. You're breathing now. You're prone on the ground, but you can easily just step back up. You have a gun in right next to you and a longsword in the other, and there's still a goblin alive. What would you like to do?
I would like to shoot that goblin with my pistol.
Okay. So go ahead and make a pistol shot. Nice, that's definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 points will be also enough to kill it. You fire off and you shoot it. You get up, you look at Vondo in front of you, you bring your arm over his shoulder, not that close to his ear, and immediately fire the shot. The shot cascades in the room and sounds off the victory you guys have now. Hard fought one as the shot goes through the goblin's heart and he falls limp, jumping back a bit into the pottery and cracking a lot of pots and some of the art pieces. And with that, combat is over.
Kazuto, I know it tastes horrible, but you should probably drink some more of this. Get 6 more hit points back.
How many? Do I have to roll it?
6. No, I already rolled it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm whispering it. Oops, my bad.
It's okay. Yeah, you've been whispering it to me.
Yeah, there's a toggle on my sheet. I keep forgetting to click it back over.
It's alright. I still haven't turned my whispers off because I didn't prep for this session at all. It's alright. Anyway, with that, Clark goes down. The Gottheim is still lifeless in the middle of the chamber. Sildar is wounded and trying to help join the fray. Kazuto, you get back up, you drink up the rest of an additional potion that Alton gives you. It tastes almost like the texture of Pepto-Bismol with the taste of a penny. And you guys just... What would you guys like to do?
I advance swiftly over to Gottheim. I have to know that he is in fact killed, that there's no miracle.
Right. You rush over, but entering the room, immediately assailing you, this wolf rushes forward towards you to attack. Before you get your guard up, it stops in its tracks and sees the body of Clark. Not continuing its assault towards you all, it rushes over to Clark's body, starts to whimper and cry for its deceased master. I will put the token of the beast up.
How do I do the arrow investigation thing?
You just get half back.
Half of total, or how many I've used?
Half you used in combat. If you
Probably gonna be like
recover
2.
arrows.
It's 1 or 2.
Oh, I meant, I thought you meant like rounds.
No, I meant that he got back. Like, he may have shot 4 shots the whole fight.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So it would just be 2
back
back,
to-
or?
yeah.
Okay, so I'll give him back 2.
The others snapped and are unusable. Looking around the room now quickly, are there any signs of our dwarven employer?
Please make an investigation check.
Even with the... so 9.
There is no sign of your dwarven employer here. There's just a solemn and quiet moment as the streams above you guys continually pour down through the cave. Some of you look at one another, understanding what has happened. What would you guys like to do?
Gottheim, help me with this wolf. I'll do it myself. take some rope and lead the wolf over and give it a harness, as it were.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
16.
Mournful for its deceased master, it does not give you any fight back. It doesn't. It does not stop you in any way. It's easily harnessed and tied.
Okay. Yeah. Just bring it off to the side.
Oh yeah.
I motion for the rest of the party, like, free to come into this area, stay outside if you wish.
To the left or the right?
To the left.
Okay.
Back towards the, basically around that column, over by that cave. Yeah, there.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna rummage through the shit down here.
Okay. So
I'm gonna check over Godheim and just see if he had anything on him, like what to do, like if he had the letter on him. You know, the letter.
I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at this stuff on the side over here.
Okay. So let's
do you want a list of what you could take off my corpse?
No. We'll talk about that later. Show some respect, Snow.
Yeah, I'm looking for the in case of my death letter on his body right now.
Okay. Would there be in case of death letter? Godheim?
A hard
Probably
warrior
not,
are you?
but if we were any sort of even sort of close to each other, I would have told you about my family and how that holy symbol, the gauntlet, is important. Other than that, that's about it. Like we're known to die in the field. Like,
yeah.
So, you do find his prized gauntlet wrapped around his now still warm but chilling hand. It does have some value monetarily, but also much more symbolically.
Yeah,
And
I'll take that and put it away.
okay, so mark that. As for Snow and Apollyon looting the area, you find what is a wagon load of stores for just bulk. There is what amounts to basically someone's entire shipment of goods that would be okay for you guys to stock up on, like food and items, but nothing of like vast significance. This is stuff they were bringing in to sell, clothes and furnishing like that.
Do I recognize this from what we were bringing?
No, you were bringing mining equipment.
Okay.
This is
totally just stuff from other. Okay.
Yeah. So if you were to try to carry this, you would have. This is a wagon's load worth of goods. But you could definitely fit it in your wagon if you so chose to transport it back. That aside, in addition to these stolen privileges, you find that Clark has a treasure chest that contains 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, 2 potions of healing, and a jade statue of a frog with tiny gold orbs for eyes. These gold orbs for eyes, you just find out amongst yourselves, are both worth 40 gold. Are worth 40 gold pieces together.
I'm sorry. Can you give me the monetary values again so I can write those down?
600 copper. How much silver? 150?
110.
110.
And then 2 potions of healing, and the jade statue of a frog with the tiny gold eye orbs for eyes is actually small enough to fit in someone's pocket.
It was 110 silver?
Yes.
Silver, okay.
And that is
That's
not
total.
Yeah, that's the total, not each. So you guys have to decide how you want to split that amongst yourselves.
And how much did you say we thought the Jade Frog was worth? Sorry.
The eyes alone are worth 40 gold pieces.
I'm gonna write this all on my parchment.
Yes. You immediately start writing down the notes of the day.
It's 5 of us, right? It's 3.
Well, now.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my abacus and do some math.
Mm-hmm.
Look for any clues for our employer while you're at it.
Can
No.
I
Sure,
roll
right.
investigation?
I'm gonna go
Alright,
over and
investigation.
give a nod to Hellwinter.
Never mind.
You were trying to do what, Kazuto? Investigate for what? Oh, you're trying to help.
I just light a cigar.
Write investigation for any clues
Okay.
with Kazuto.
All right.
I ain't find shit. Just hope you know that.
Yeah, no, I'm
Here,
just watching.
I will help search the area too now that we're done with
Oh, I'm gonna search the bugbear.
Okay.
Yeah, searching the room for clues to Mr. Rockseeker's whereabouts.
Yes, sir. Give me one
What do I
moment to
need?
read.
Can I search the goblin?
Investigations. If anyone wants to check a goblin or a bugbear or stuff, it's investigation.
Alright, I'll check the goblin.
Can I check the boxes? Boxes.
Oh, where I am, that's what I did before.
Yeah, and
It was
and
all
we
just
got,
like, it's all the like just random generic stuff.
yeah, and I put it in my
Oh.
parchment so we know all the value.
Mundane goods.
So here are some of the things that Sildar shares with you guys. Over the course of, just to wrap this up a little, there are 3 Rockseeker brothers: Gundren, Tharden, and Nundro. I will copy and paste that in the chat for you guys. Copy and paste. You have Gundren, Tharden, and Nundro. Recently located an entrance to the long-lost Wave Echo Cave, site of the mines of the Phandelver's Pact. Clarg, who leads this goblin band, had orders to waylay Gundren. Sildar heard in one of his bouts of consciousness that the Black Spider sent word that the dwarf was to be brought to him. Sildar doesn't know who or what the Black Spider is. Gundren, apparently by Sildar's recollection, had a map showing the secret location of Wave Echo Cave, but the goblins took it when they captured him. Sildar believes that Clark sent the map and the dwarf to the chief of the Cragmaws at a place called Cragmaw Castle. Sildar doesn't know where that might be, but he suggests someone in Phandalin might know. And finally, Sildar's contact in Phandalin is a human wizard named Iarno Albric. I'll also copy and paste that name. Copy. Paste. Iarno Albric. The wizard traveled to the town 2 months ago to establish order there. After the Lord's Alliance received no word from Iarno, Sildar decided to investigate. That is what you guys have learned from Sildar.
Okay.
As for what you guys found, the goblins don't have much on them. You find an additional 5 copper pieces from each goblin. So that's 10 copper pieces in total.
Do I get anything off of bugbear?
Yes. Stashed away in his person are 10 more silver pieces.
Okay, so that brings us to 120 silver and 610 copper.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 122 copper each, 24 silver each, and then we've got 2 healing potions and the frog.
I'll writing this in my parchment.
Yes, I will.
Tell me that total later. But so after talking with Hal Winter, I'm going to come back into the room. And I'm going to cloak Alton in the cloak the goblin had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask for the statue, and for Alton to sit there while. And as I'm explaining what Hal Winter told me, I am going to idly cast as a ritual detect magic.
Okay. On what again?
Detect magic tells me in the
frog?
range. On the frog, the cloak, and the room in general. Like, and if something else pops out that's magical in the room,
Right.
this will detect it.
There is nothing else magical within that room, or amongst any of the initial area. The frog is just worth money, and the cloak is just a cloak.
Just a good gray
Yes.
black, huh? Okay.
He was just really good at positioning it.
Well, he must have had like a small pit he was in.
Had a giant number 7 over it, on it.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Sorry.
Yeah, the very weak magical cloak of detection as long as you do not move and are prone.
Grabbing the cloak and looking at it, it looks like a really dark, but like maybe dusted with like almost chalk cloak. Much bigger than the size of a goblin. A human could wear it, or a humanoid, but it's not magical at all. It is exactly how you want it to be, minus the magic.
Well,
Caked with cave dust, apparently, and that's why it looked so perfect.
Oh, by far.
I use it kind of just to steer Alton away from Gothelm's body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Because
I can run some tests on it to see what it does.
Yes, do so. Keep your mind occupied.
I spend the next 10 minutes casting Identify on it for no reason.
Perfect. Time passes and nothing happens. It is not magical.
Are you sure it's magical, Vandal?
It is very very powerful, ancient
I don't think
magic.
it is.
You have to believe that it does. That's the trick of it.
Not how science works.
Well, we live in a world of gods, and where science
Oh yeah,
is
I
not
believe in
always.
those, but magic's about equations, and there are none on this.
Well, I tell you that it is very powerful ancient magic. It will be a challenge for you to discover how it works, but I assure you it does.
Well,
Okay.
you start taking more time to discern it. You're looking up and down. You can make an insight check if you wish.
No. Just gonna leave the cloak there on the ground.
All right. So, we're gonna wrap the session up with a couple things. So, how are you distributing the money?
I mean,
And I'd say just straight up even.
yeah. On the copper and the silver at least.
Okay.
Yeah, like the whole frog thing. Like, we'll worry about that when we sell it and shit.
Who wants to carry it for now?
I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay. So,
And,
Fondle Mark.
frog
that?
statue. Yeah.
Yes. Additionally, everyone mark on your character sheet an additional 275 experience points.
That puts us at what, 350, right?
Yeah.
Which is enough for us to level up.
Yes, sir.
What was the gold split? Or the money split?
Oh, it's 24 silver each, and it is 122 copper.
Now the question is, did you guys set aside Gotham's side, or did you? That's
No, I did it by 5. I did it by
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So with that, also mark the 275 experience. Everyone should be, is now level 2. So everyone levels up. Some of you get new features.
How much copper and how much silver?
122 copper, 24 silver.
Alright.
And each gem is worth 40 gold?
The pairing is worth 40 gold.
Pairing is worth 40 gold.
Yes.
What?
Is it
What
only
is the
if it's-
gem?
If it's the statue, or like take the eyes out and sell the
The gems themselves.
Yeah, the eyes themselves. The jade is very simple, not worth that much.
Unless you talk it up really, really well.
Yeah. So, with that, you have one more option. The goods in here will take some time to be carried back to the cart. Do you guys want to bring back the trade goods that have been taken here?
I say
think we
yes.
could deal with
Are
the
they
other
of
group of goblins? Because they're probably gonna come back.
I mean, it will be up to you to decide.
Guys,
Ymric may come back with his group, but compared to Clark, they could not defeat. They will not pose as much of an issue. I say we take as much as we can away from Ymric when he does eventually return.
So what exactly is in these crates? Food and
There's food, there's clothes, there's different kinds of baubles, just things you would sell at general stores.
General equipment for farmers, miners.
Yeah. So, you
So-
guys will be taking it.
Tabletopping this a tiny bit. Is there anything on a bugbear that would be useful, like a giant nail? Like, should I nature check that or something?
You can nature check it.
I will aid him in his nature check because I
Okay.
want to study the bugbear body.
So advantage.
Yes.
Yes. You find there's no magical component, piece of it that could be used for a magical component. But aside from the fact that its skin is pretty thick, there's not much here you could use.
Okay.
So, with that, I think we are going to end the session with you guys carrying the crates, the equipment, back to your wagon. You bring it back. Your wagon is right where you left it. Yemek and his goblins do not return while you're there. Yes.
One addendum. Vondel along the way back also has a cord in his hand that is attached to a still whimpering wolf.
Okay. You will bring Ripper
Yeah.
with you?
I will bring that wolf with me.
Okay. His name is Ripper, and he is yours. You may change his name as you wish.
The answer is simple. He is Gottheim.
I almost
In
cried.
in a Ladrin tradition, a soul may enter a nearby form. And given a wolf that did not attack, but is saddened by recent death, yes, no, this is Galtan. It is clear to Fondle, at least.
Why don't you just roll a d20?
All right.
You couldn't get the name changing papers filled out in time.
Okay.
12.
I will keep that in mind. So, with that extra added part, you guys are bringing Gottheim's actual course to Phandalin, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you bulk up, you take care of his body properly, you bring his equipment, you wrap him in cloth and in the cleanest robes you guys have.
I prestidigitation him.
Yes.
Clean.
You make sure that he is as clean as when you guys first met him, and take the cart, reattach the wheel, get back on your way, and make for the town of Phandalin, one party member down. So, that's how we're gonna end it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to catch anything you missed on the YouTube channel. And that's where we're gonna end the stream today.